Good.
You're going down. You're going
Good.
down. When we get to that part, you're going down. Welcome into the Raw Review for December 8th, 2014. For the live viewers, late start this week. For everyone else, welcome to the video. TLC is coming up this weekend. Got something to be excited about. A show that shouldn't have too much talking.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
What?
Nobody gives a shit about that show.
I agree.
I think there's a lot of people that care.
Stop lying to the viewers.
There's a lot of people that care.
Bruce, they're gonna get outshined by NXT on Thursday. Who cares about the TLC show?
Which we will cover on BlitzSportsNetwork.com. And speaking of that,
oh my bad. TLCS, tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. My bad.
Stairs. Brought to you by Mattel, the toy company. So they're gonna be making some toys. But anyway, head over to BlitzSportsNetwork.com. Over 7 hours of CM Punk talk on there. That's what that website's for. We review actual shows, fights, and wrestling matches here. Go over there for all the extras. Boy, we covered at length the whole CM Punk UFC thing. Really, really cool. The Vince McMahon interview, the CM Punk, both part 1 and part 2 of his interviews with Colt Cabana. Go check all that out at BlitzSportsNetwork.com. On top of all the other stuff, news and rumors, NXT review, SmackDown. Going to be doing an ROH review with Mad Genius from their pay-per-view from last night. Tons of shit on there, man. You guys will be... You've got videos. If you're one who likes to listen to us while you're playing video games or working or whatever, believe me, you've got more than enough on there to do that. So go check out BlitzSportsNetwork.com.
Yeah.
And ProWrestlingTees.com. Pick up one of Mad Genius's badass t-shirts, man. Those things, I love the Ambitions of Greatness shirts. Those look great. So make sure to go support Mad Genius. ProWrestlingTees.com/Virtuoso Sports. By the way, speaking of CM Punk, he shut down that website, from all the traffic.
Twice!
For his t-shirts?
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice! He's the highest selling wrestler on there of all time now.
And he just got on there.
Like a week.
What's
he
that,
passed
Grits?
Bullet Club in a week. Bullet Club's still number 2.
First of
but,
all, shout out to Grits. He'll be back soon.
My man.
What's that, Grits? He said CM Punk is not over like Hulk Hogan or Stone Cold. Fuck him. That's okay. Thanks, Grits.
They had to shut down the site. They had to shut down the site for the entire weekend to upgrade the servers to carry the traffic. They just got put back up at 9 o'clock tonight.
Well done, Pro Wrestling Tees. Now our boy Mad Genius, could try to make a little bit of change for his efforts for all the hard work he's put in. So
yeah, you got Austin Punk, and you got the biggest deal on the site, me.
Now no one's gonna want to buy your shirts, man. Heal.
And go get the Bliss Sports Network, man. You get to see more of me, for crying out loud. Come on.
Oh wow. Yeah, and by the way, that's the only place you can see Billy anymore because he said fuck watching Raw. All right, so let's get into it.
We want to see more of you.
Who?
Mad Genius.
You don't want to see more of him?
The millions and the millions
Who would?
of Mad Genius's fans.
Well,
I'm
not buying Mad Genius's shirts.
Why?
Because he's biased.
Towards New Japan and the Indies, yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, don't get the WWE Network. Get the New Japan World Network. It's $1.50 cheaper with like twice as much content, maybe 3 times as much.
One day we're gonna find out that someone in New Japan is paying this guy. I swear, we're gonna find out.
Where's my tickets to Wrestle Kingdom?
Adam Cole, we know it's you. We know it's been you all along. You've been paying Mad Genius this whole time.
It's the Young Bucks paying me.
Oh, let's not even
Call it how it is.
Let's not even go there. Yeah. The Divas division shaking in their boots.
By the way,
I'm
not a
ribbing
fan
him.
of
I'm
Charlotte.
just kidding.
She's too tall. She's over 5'10". She's too tall. Not a fan. Let's just call it what it is.
What? Where did that?
She's not a vanilla midget, bro. I can't be a fan of her.
So true.
It's not allowed.
So true.
Shout out to Rockstar Spud.
All right, and then a lot of you know Calvin. He's done a lot of sports videos with me. He's been here on wrestling videos before. And Calvin, one of my good friends, we just call him Swag. So we've got Calvin here as well. You can find his channel, which is Carolina Calvin on YouTube. Just do a search for Carolina Calvin. All right.
I would first like to point out, I haven't been on this review in quite some time, and I come back to this shit.
Congratulations.
You're gonna explain in the video, but this is the shit I come back to.
I was excited for the show.
Oh,
What for?
Okay, I will tell you right now that there's a bunch of viewers out there that are going to agree with me. You get excited. Come on, it's Monday Night Wrestling. Come
What
on.
were you excited for?
I don't know.
I would like to know this.
I don't know.
I was more excited to watch
Something would be
fucking.
good, I guess.
I was more excited to watch the Packers destroy the Falcons
Like
because
what?
next week I'm playing either Calvin or Bruce in fantasy.
Like what?
Wait, wait, not next week.
Yeah, you
Next
two
week.
guys. Yeah, you two guys had a bye this week. I had to play.
I know, but I want to be playing grits.
No, you and Calvin are. Yeah, you're playing Chris. That means I played Calvin, I think.
I had the best record.
And you're going to lose to Calvin.
You two guys are the top 2 seeds. I was the 4th seed. I'm coming, man. I'm coming for y'all, motherfuckers.
Can you please
man.
make the excuses, though? Can we get some excuses as to why we were the top 2 seeds and you were number 4?
Bro, we already know what happened. Every time
Yeah,
I played somebody, they scored a league-high point. It's okay, though.
And
I've
by
been
the
on
way-
the roll lately.
by the
My
way-
team didn't got it together. I got Josh Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Lacy didn't got it together.
Yeah, you did real
We
good.
rolling. We
You made
rolling.
13, yeah. And for the record, who pulled the trade of the year?
Oh, yeah. That's fine. But
Yeah.
I just went to Josh Gordon from under your nose. It's okay.
You did, because I was going to get but, all right, let's get into the Raw review. It starts out with a Yawn, Cena, and Big Slow package. And by the way, tonight, what was it? They had 15 before or 15 tonight? I counted them earlier. I think tonight was their 15th televised or pay-per-view one-on-one match. New and exciting. So yeah, the Big Show betrayed Cena. Oh my gosh! And John Cena gets his chance to get his hands on the Big Show. You know, couldn't wait to see that match for the 15th time. So Jerry Lawler introduces Slammy Award host, Raw host, whatever you want to call him, Seth Green. All right, how many Seth Green fans are there? Because I'm sure there's some Seth Green fans watching
He's
the
a
video.
pussy.
I like
I'm not-
Family Guy, but the dude ain't been relevant since like 04.
I haven't. What was he in? I don't even remember.
He's not relevant at all.
He was the son, and he was the fucking son, and Austin Powers.
Yeah, he's the son of Austin Powers. He was in Without a Paddle with fucking, I forgot the other guys' names, but he hasn't been relevant in years. Typical WWE Raw. Every time they have somebody on there, they play it up like he's like this fucking really popular new fucking star, even though every guy they have in there is either 80 plus years old, like fucking Jerry Springer, or he's someone completely irrelevant because nobody gives a flying fuck about WWE Raw anymore.
I can see it now.
Shit.
I can see it now, Jay. Next week, Michael, we're going to have a big guest, Michael. It's going to be a surprise, right? And then, you get the drum roll the following week. Here comes the big Raw host. Doom, 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 doom. Doom, 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 doom. Vanilla Ice, Ice, baby. He comes out, right? Vanilla Ice comes out, yeah! And all the kids in the crowd are like, who the fuck is that? And then all of a sudden, John Cena comes out breakdancing like, man, you're my hero, you know? Because, I mean, let's be honest. That was his inspiration for the Thugonomics gimmick. Am I right or am I not? He was Vanilla Ice.
Probably. I mean, they just don't. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have anything to say about the fucking Seth Green or whatever his name is because, like I said, he's just irrelevant.
Yeah.
I mean,
That just gave me an idea, though.
I don't know.
Did he come out there to wrestle?
Everyone
What the fuck is he doing out there?
I don't know, Calvin. It doesn't
What
make
if-
any sense. But
what if we got Sandow?
He has an idea. He's got an idea. Everyone.
How funny would it be for Sandow to be Brock Lesnar's stunt double? Just the unintentional, just the comedy value of that.
disrespectful.
No.
It'd be fucking hilarious to see him
Disrespectful.
imitate Brock.
Don't disrespect the
Absolutely
great Brock Lesnar.
disrespectful.
Fuck that. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
I
disrespect
don't want him
the
to be
great
like a
Brock
comedy
Lesnar.
tag team. I just think it'd be funny for him to imitate
You
him.
want to know why Brock didn't get any Slammy awards? If he did, I don't know. I didn't watch because I don't know, but I'm assuming he didn't. The only reason he didn't is because he declined them all. He should have got every single one of them.
Well, I will put it to you this way. The reason Mad Genius wants Damian Sandow as Brock Lesnar's stunt double is because he wants to devalue Brock Lesnar because he's not an indie wrestling vanilla midget.
He's like 6'5". You already know my standard height requirement.
He's already he constantly devalues Brock Lesnar all the time. I mean, come on.
Anyone wrestling in the indies, shout out to you. Good luck. Hope you guys make a killing.
Yeah,
we just
not in WWE. Make money in Japan, please. Don't do that to yourself in WWE.
Oh, they make good money in Japan for sure. Yeah. All right. So yeah, after that epic,
Big Show's just a fat piece of shit.
Thank you.
I disagree. I respect the Big Show.
I don't respect him. He's a fat slob.
I respect the fuck out of him.
What do you respect him for?
Because he, throughout his career, at his size, to be as athletic as he's been. You know, the funny thing is, when he said that he thought he's better than Andre the Giant, he will never be the attraction that Andre the Giant was. He will never be he will never have the Andre the Giant status. Like, Andre the Giant, people really thought he was the biggest man in the world when they were going to a WWF show. He will never have that it factor that he did. But as far as pure in-ring ability, obviously he's better.
Yeah, but he's clearly not lived up to his total potential and talent ever
whose
once
fault
in
is that?
His own fault, because he's a fat slob.
No, it's Vince's fault.
No, he's never once got himself into even in his prime. He could have been in fucking lean, mean fighting machine shape. He's a fucking giant. He's always been a.
Well,
fat
I know
slob.
for a fact that he was a big smoker.
Ask Undertaker. I remember back in fucking 2000, 2001, 2, 3, 4, all those years, they were going to give him a heavy push. He ended up getting the WWE title for like a short period of time, but Undertaker constantly called him out because Undertaker knew he could have been in way better in-ring shape and just physical shape in general. He's always been lazy.
Okay, time out. Is it lazy? You're a trainer. You're a professional trainer. You know that individuals who are large have a harder time getting in the type of shape that you're describing.
Yeah, but the type of shape that he's been in, not all the time for the most part, has been not doing anything type of shape.
I went to school with a guy who was 7 foot tall, who could have been, if he could have learned how to play basketball, we always wanted to try to get him on the basketball team. 7 foot tall, the guy couldn't move.
Okay, Big Show can move. You realize how strong Big Show is?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
He fucking is.
He's not complete garbage. This guy used to throw drop kicks off.
I never said the word garbage. I just said he's a fat piece of shit and a fat slob.
All right. Yeah.
And as bad as that sounds, he is for the most part. Like, I remember when he came back and had his match with Floyd. He came back thinned out, pretty. You know, he was in good enough. I would say that was the shape that I would expect from Big Show to be in at all times. A year later, he was already fucking fatter than ever. And when he left WWE, before he came back in 2008, he was like over, like, I don't know what they list him at now, but he was like 550 pounds legitimately. Like, he was fucking way too big. But I'm just saying, like, the guy, he's constantly fucking out of shape.
I understand where you're coming from there.
And it's just more irritating because like you said, I've seen too many John Cena versus Big Show matches. You know what I mean? So I got to watch a guy in John Cena who's gonna trip on his own fucking knees when he runs. Seriously, and fucking then I got to watch Big Show at age 50, however old he is.
Yeah, look at the three guys.
Oh, if you've seen the last Botchamania, there's a clip from a house show where Cena throws Orton into the corner, and you know Cena comes out of the corner off the ropes for the Bulldog.
Yeah,
Orton didn't budge out of the corner, and Cena just started running and tripped and almost fell out the ring.
He tripped he tripped. I know what he was doing here. He was trying to make it make sense by falling. Like,
Bro, he almost fell out of the ring, man. Come on.
Yeah, no, he didn't trip out of clumsiness.
John Cena doesn't make any sense. He defies the. He
oh
just
my
defies
gosh, am I defending John Cena?
John Cena defies logic. I mean, just the fact that there was a period of time that he used to wear actual mat wrestling shoes in the ring.
He was just defending Cena.
Hold on. All right, folks, that's the review.
He was just defending Cena.
I was just defending Cena. We'll talk to you guys at TLC. Oh my gosh.
He used to wear matte wrestling shoes in the ring. That defies logic right there. The fact that he was wearing matte wrestling shoes. Why the fuck would John Cena be wearing matte wrestling shoes? He hasn't
Okay,
fucking...
time out. I was about to call you out on that because I know you've seen pictures.
Oh, wait, what?
Yeah. Someone on the panel used to wear amateur wrestling Nikes in the ring.
Oh,
So just
sure.
you know.
But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
the fact that John Cena wore them. John Cena never wrestled collegiately and sucks as a professional wrestler. So why the fuck would you be wearing matte wrestling shoes?
Yeah, honestly, he should be wearing
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's like, okay, Kurt Angle wears matte wrestling shoes. It makes perfect sense.
penny loafers fit his wrestling style. Google penny loafers. Yeah. All right. All right. This is the way the review is going to go tonight. Fuck it. We're here to have a good fucking time. All right. Yeah. You guys aren't sticking to exactly what happened on Raw.
Jay's always fucking interrupting. I can't
Oh my
fucking
gosh!
take it.
The end of the world. They talked about something other than what actually happened on the show. If you haven't figured it out yet, this is a podcast format, and we just kind of talk.
Yeah, and if you want to figure out what happened on the show, why don't you go back and watch it? Even though I don't know why you would go back and watch it if you already fucking watched
Makes no
it.
sense. He's like, go watch it, but you should be watching it because if you do, you're a virgin.
It's like, why the fuck would you want to even know about what happened on this review that we do when we just fucking watch Raw to figure it out? If you want to watch this fucking review, watch it for what everybody else watches it for, to be entertained.
To have fun.
Not sitting here to fucking talk about.
That's fine.
I'm not gonna go over notes of Raw. I mean, Bruce
It's
got
too
his
long. It's too long. Go suck dick in the fucking Sahara. Go suck dick in the fucking Sahara. All right, sorry.
Bruce totally had to get that out of his system.
Absolutely.
Bruce has been watching some Young Bucks matches.
What? I don't think so.
He's been watching some old school DX highlights.
No, I was watching the UFC this weekend. How about you? Oh, that's right.
Hey.
You were on the review with me. I can't rib you about that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Fuck. All right. So anyway, back to Raw. You know, since this is so important.
Don't worry, in 5 minutes we'll be talking about something else that's completely has nothing to do with it. But this is how we do it.
Because we got to entertain the people, bro. I'm not going to entertain them talking about Seth Green, but we'll try.
Like Seth Green isn't that bad. He just doesn't belong on the wrestling show.
No, he doesn't. He seems like a nice guy. You know. Yeah.
He's made
I
some
don't
Talk
good
about
stuff.
vanilla
I-
midgets.
I don't like him.
He's not a fucking wrestler, Mad Genius.
Hey, man. You know what? I gave my opinion on Seth Green. He's cool with me.
And so says the Michael Jackson enthusiast.
Oh man.
Okay.
Here he
Just
goes.
running around the house. Come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh shit.
Anyhow.
Seth Green is a fucking C-list star on a fucking F-list show.
And we are Z-list stars and proud of it. Okay? So,
But we're not fucking.
Say
we're not
Z-Pack?
Why? I mean,
yeah,
if
Z-Pack.
you guys want to put yourself in the star category, go ahead. But I'm not putting myself in the star category. I'm in the rebel category. I'm
Rebel
a fucking
without a
rebel.
cause.
Yep.
All right. Seth Green was excited to host Raw.
How much did they have to pay?
And the Slammy Awards, fellas. He makes the case that the WWE Slammy Awards are not predetermined.
I mean, who would believe that though? I mean,
Well, we know that ain't true.
Cool story, bro. Yeah. And he says this is the WWE Universe's award show because they vote the winners. And this is when The Miz and Damian Sandow came out. The Miz claims him and Seth are buds, you know. Usual Miz bullshit. He claims that he knows Seth is going to put The Miz in his next project. And Seth says he does see an A-lister, but it's Damien Mizdow. Ooh, swerve. Fuck. So we get.
Did you have to swerve in your chair with it, though?
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So we get the This Is Awesome Moment of the Year Slammy Award nominees. You guys ready for this epic, the epic of epicness right here? You ready? Occupy Raw, which was kayfabe occupation, but Occupy Raw. The $1 billion jailbird, Stephanie. Goodbye Authority, they're out of power. Okay, this one I think we can all agree with. Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, and The Rock at WrestleMania, right? We all agree.
Did that win? Did that win? Just tell me right now. Did that win?
We'll get to that in a minute. But
if that didn't win, then this is just fucking retarded.
I hope everyone had fun voting.
I'm serious. I can already tell by Bruce's reaction right now that probably didn't win. And if the fact that didn't win, you guys are all fucking retards.
Jay, you didn't watch Raw? Jay, you didn't watch Raw?
No, I didn't.
Then why are you here?
Because I can be. And
How dare you be friends with these guys and be on their video about Raw and you're their friend?
If you don't like me, go watch something else, you fucking piece of shit.
All right, so we get Dolph Ziggler against Seth Rollins next, with Noble and Mercury ringside. The security, that highly creative name for them. The first thing I'll point out is that this match did start only 10 minutes into the show. So instead of a 95-minute opening promo from The Game, we had a 10-minute start to the show. So the opening segment was not as long as usual. You got to wonder if Stone Cold calling out Vince on that had anything to do with it, but I would just foreshadow that hour number 2 kind of nullified that. So we get a commercial break 34 seconds into the match. Yeah, I'm not kidding. After the commercial...
It always kills the matches.
It does. It's like, all right, collar and elbow tie-up. Oh, there's a close-up. We'll be right back. Match just fucking started. The fuck?
Yeah.
So after the commercial, Rollins had the upper hand, but Ziggler cut Rollins off with a jawbreaker, sidestepped him in the corner, hit his splash into a neck breaker. You get an elbow drop 2 count. Usual Ziggler shit. Ziggler went for his elevated DDT. Rollins pushed him off. By the way, this should have been the fucking main event. Does anybody agree with me?
I don't.
I think it should have.
I disagree.
All right, fine.
It should have been the bunny. He won Animal of the Year for crying out loud.
Oh no. Yeah, I'll pass on that too. But so Rollins sets up a powerbomb. Ziggler countered that with a sunset flip for a 2 count. We get some reversals, and then now Ziggler hits an elevated DDT for a 2 count. So Rollins cuts Ziggler off with that little apron kick he does. And Rollins goes to the top rope. Ziggler meets him up there. They start fighting on the second rope. And Ziggler backdrops Rollins off the ropes. And then all of a sudden, from behind, or from the side technically, Joey Mercury pushes Ziggler off the middle rope as Jamie Noble distracted the referee. And Rollins hit the curb stomp on Dolph Ziggler for the finish. 1, 2, 3. It was actually a pretty short match. You only got 4 minutes and 22 seconds of wrestling on TV. It was good while it lasted, but Jay's like, just get to who won that award. So just for Jay.
I never said that.
Okay. This is awesome moment of the year.
But hurry up.
Okay, I'm trying. Slammy award. It went to. Okay, so let me see how many of you caught this as well. And maybe I'm just getting caught up in the technicalities here, but they named these nominees: Occupy Raw, $1 billion Jailbird, Goodbye Authority, Hogan, Stone Cold, and The Rock is what it was titled, but it was at WrestleMania 30. And then they're like, he's like, the winner is Sting Debuts. I'm like, what? It wasn't even a fucking option. I know what happened with the Authority. The fuck, idiots. Oh my gosh.
What a bunch of fucking idiots.
Yeah.
Seriously. That's why I don't even. That's why I hate the entire fan base now. You guys,
What?
you guys are all
The
idiots.
fans are cool, man. Come
No,
on.
no. Most of the fans, like, anytime a guy like me brings up The Rock or Stone Cold, they just fucking tell me I'm stuck in the past and all this other
Yes,
shit.
we are.
You guys are fucking retarded. Fucking Stone Cold, The Rock, Hogan, fucking all those guys were way more badass than anybody that you like today. Fuck all the guys that you like. They're all a bunch of fucking pussies. I hate the whole roster now. Fuck him.
Well,
The only guy I like on the entire roster is Brock.
I like the roster. I think they've got a lot of talent on the roster. I just think
Yeah,
it's
but
the-
they're all
the-
pussies.
They just won't utilize it.
Yeah, they just won't utilize. Thank you, Calvin.
Who cares about the talent? Who cares about how much talent they have? They still won't be the same as the wrestlers from the past.
I will make a prediction. John Cena is like a, you know how you play dominoes like the kids and they've got these competitions where they set up all the dominoes, right? And then you flick over the first domino and you get this whole big effect. John Cena is like that fucking domino that's glued to the floor that won't let all the other dominoes fall. When he gets out of the way, you're gonna see, dude, they've got a lot of talent there.
Yeah, but even if John Cena got out of the way, look how they booked the product, though. Seriously, I still won't watch even if John Cena gets out of the way, honestly, until they change the entire make of how they book the product. The whole show just sucks.
How old is Vince?
Old enough to be dead.
Ouch. 69. Do you think he's going to be around that much longer running the company?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't know how many more years of jerking off he has to pictures of John Cena anyway, so...
Well,
because-
now he's got Roman Reigns, so might be a little bit.
Yeah, but once Vince is gone... I think
Yeah,
you're
but
gonna see
Roman
a
Reigns
drastic
doesn't have the
change.
bodybuilder type physique that Vince McMahon's looking for, so he can't jerk off to him.
He likes wet hair, I think.
Well, that's all Roman Reigns has to do when he gets to the arena. He wears his fucking ring gear outside of the company.
But it just seems to me they'll just get somebody else to replace Cena.
Oh, they've already got him. Well, look at
Roman
Lyrical.
Reigns.
Look at Lyrical checking himself out in this camera there. He's all checking himself out, checking the hair.
I was just trying to get y'all attention. I'm here.
Yeah.
I watch Raw, unfortunately.
Yeah, but Sting winning that award isn't such a bad thing, Jay. It's just that they didn't name that as an option.
Disrespect.
He wasn't even nominated. How could someone not nominated win that shit?
I don't care if it's Sting. How can you not nominate The Rock, Stone Cold, and Hulk Hogan in the ring at fucking WrestleMania at the same fucking time? That
Okay,
should
I agree.
easily win.
I agree. If it was a real vote, it's probably just the fact that it was more recent.
It's these idiotic fans.
Well,
Hey,
mean,
it was rigged, bro. It wasn't the fans. It was
fans
rigged.
have real short-term
I just want
memory.
to point out that you realize how Bruce has to think about what he's going to say because he's about to say he wants to just agree with me, but he can't do it. But he is about to.
no, I will agree with you in some cases.
Wait, let's have a debate then. You explain to me how the fan base is not idiotic.
Because I
See? You're already struggling, dude. Are you kidding?
I think hold on.
What a Vince
You're asking
McMahon from
me
the Austin podcast, bro.
You're asking me to defend the fan base that's buying bunny merchandise. Okay? But I can't. I think that in general,
You can try.
look at it this way. They get about 3.5 million people watch the show per week.
That's baffling. I don't understand.
It is.
Something's wrong with the entire country for that.
But
3
add up
point something million wants to watch this.
all the live attendance. I really think that there's a lot of people who watch the WWE who don't necessarily support the direction they've gone, but they're just pro wrestling fans. I think there's a difference. But if you're talking about someone who's like, oh my gosh, the bunny, what a brilliant strategy. They're going to have a bunny. And then eventually we're going to find out who's in the bunny suit?
The kind of fan that I'm talking about, whether anybody agrees with me or not, is any fan that buys WWE merchandise, has
Nothing wrong with hold on.
has
Nothing wrong,
attended live events,
nothing wrong with that.
watches WWE on a regular basis, and to me, that's still somewhat supporting it. That's the kind of fan I'm talking about. That's already enough. That's already too much for me. If you do that, I can't be friends with you.
I don't see it. Okay, if someone says, all right, if someone's a fan of Ryback and they buy a Ryback T-shirt, what's wrong with that?
They're retarded.
All right, moving on.
No, what I would consider as a bad fan is one that actually likes the shit product they put on every single week.
Well, if you
like
watch it
that
every
bullshit,
week, you probably like it.
Well, I guess.
Not true.
For one, they're probably gluttons for punishment, So I guess.
Well, I wouldn't know who put
themselves
themselves
every
in that
week.
punishment to watch it every week if they don't have to.
I know people who legitimately, one who does videos with us, I'll let him speak for himself. He's not on the panel right now. Who legitimately watches it for the comedy factor, because he says there's nothing worse on TV. And I got him. I got him to agree that that live Christmas or live Peter Pan special that they did was worse. I don't know if you guys caught wind of that. I guess that was pretty bad. There was some live Peter Pan show that I guess was pretty bad. Yeah, look it up, Google it.
Who would wear a Ryback
I
T-shirt?
don't
Seriously.
think I want to.
Someone who didn't, I think there's people who don't take it as seriously as us. Like they're not
I don't
hardcore.
take it serious at all.
Yeah, but we're hardcore wrestling fans. You have got to really do something cool to impress us.
Well, it has to be like a new age fan, because anybody that's around our age wants to see some
Exactly.
entertainment.
And
They want
all
to see
the
some
New Age
wrestling.
fans are idiots. They're all idiotic.
Again, you're taking that brush and you're painting with a big, broad brush.
I'm not gonna say that.
I disagree. I don't think all. I think it's a strong word.
Well, it's not like I'm saying that they like. All I'm saying is they're idiots. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
All right, fine, fair enough.
All right.
Wait, I would defend like that 7-year-old kid who was there tonight giving Cena hell.
Exactly, Mike. Case in point.
He was giving Cena hell.
Cena, you stink.
There was like a
even-
little 5-year-old kid with a Cena wins we riot sign.
Yeah, and his dad's right next to him like, that's my boy. Yep.
It has even gotten to where the fan base Cena tries to get has turned against him.
The only fans I can respect in the crowd are ones that are wearing like the Austin shirts, like the 316 or the Rock shirts, or any of those guys. I don't even like the people who chant against Cena. It irritates me. I don't even like it. I wish you just wouldn't do it.
I'm
I don't
gonna,
like
I'm gonna share with you guys a real message that I got once, and I don't know if it was a troll. It could have just been someone joking around. And this dude sent me a message, and he looked young in his avatar, and he said, "Hey, just so you know, I used to try to hate on you all the time." He said, "But I'm a fan now," and I'm thinking, okay, whatever. You know, I don't really get into that whole fan being put on a pedestal thing. But he says, "I'm a fan now," and he goes, "I stopped liking Cena after watching your videos. My balls dropped, and I hate him now." Those were his exact words. My balls dropped, and I hate him now. I'm like, okay, too much info. But that's kind of Jay's philosophy on Cena fans, correct?
What? Wait, if they're like to stop liking them so your balls drop?
No.
I don't know what you're talking
He
about.
had some pretty derogatory things to say. Well, more power to him.
I don't know if that's my flaw. I mean, I just don't think you should have ever been a Cena fan from the get-go. I really don't care if you're a child or
Yeah,
not.
Jesus was.
Well, and look
You
at
said what?
yeah, and look at him now.
I
You
never
were
said
Cena-
I was a Cena fan. All I said was the Thugonomics gimmick was
Lie.
better than the
Go
current
back to
Cena.
earlier
That's
this
all I
year.
said.
Cena
No,
Cesaro.
go back to the
back
podcast when
earlier
we
this
talked about
year.
this.
Yeah.
Lyrical will back me up on this. The Thugonomics gimmick was better than the current Cena.
See, what did I tell you? The truth is coming out. Just
It's okay. You were the one defending Cena like 5 minutes ago.
Does John Cena, John
And you
Cena
were
owes
admitting his wrestling ability.
John Cena owes his career to Brock. It's a fact. He owes his career to Brock Lesnar. If Brock Lesnar wouldn't have left, John Cena would have never been shit.
And same with Kurt Angle. Well, they were already kind of burying Kurt Angle, but yeah, go wrestle in that ECW, the third-tier brand.
Yeah, they were.
All right, so some other Slammy Award winners were Insult of the Year, The Rock. Insults Rusev and Lana. Tag Team of the Year, Billy. I know you're watching.
Wait, The Rock won one?
Yes, he did.
That clearly shows that it's rigged because the fans would have never voted for him.
No. He's a part-timer.
Oh, I hate that.
I hate that.
I could do a 3-hour-long video on that.
I'm sure we all could. But Tag Team of the Year, Billy's favorite, the Usos. He's going to love that one. Breakout Star of the Year. Who do you think they voted for Breakout Star of the Year, Jay? Who do you think should have been?
Let me think. This is going to be difficult for me because I don't. Breakout Star of the Year. I'm guessing it was probably like Reigns or something like that.
Dean Ambrose.
Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Only because they gave. And the only reason you guys told me that what's his name won Superstar of the Year, so that's the only reason they didn't give it to him.
Yeah, probably.
Give them both.
Yeah. Hashtag of the Year. Hashtag RKO out of nowhere.
That one makes sense, at least.
Yeah, they're with it, you know. Fan Participation Award. Not Daniel Bryan. You sold out chance to Seth Rollins. What? That one kind of baffled me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that old stale. You sold out. I'm sorry. If I go to a wrestling show and the storyline is, let's say that, just to give a different example, if Mad Genius and Jay are in a wrestling show, and Mad Genius joined the heel group, which would probably be inevitable, but he joins the he joins the heel group. I'm not going to go to the show and go, "Hey, MG, you sold out. You sold out."
No, you get MG chance for "You're a Face." That's what you get.
No, I hate the "you sold out" chance. I'm sorry. I'm glad to see people are having a good time at the show, but just not a fan. All right, so next we get Stardust. Yeah. And now he wears red makeup too, which looks inherently weird.
If I were Cody Rhodes, I would have asked for my release before they offered to do that. Have me do that gimmick. You could at least gone out respectable to an extent.
Oh, you can tell he doesn't care as much anymore. Like he's
like
Cody
Rhodes.
He's starting to add weight now, bro. Like you can see the gut like growing week by week through that fucking cat suit he's wearing.
I mean, he was never going to be anything big in WWE, but at least he could have been gone out respectable by leaving before he did that shit. Jesus.
Well, so he wrestles Kofi Kingston, and the New Day comes out.
Oh shit.
Of course, Goldust came out with Stardust. The match didn't last too long, less than 3 minutes. Kofi went over with a crossbody off the top rope. Yay! I'm trying to keep it positive tonight, trying to keep it fun. Okay? I'll say this about Kofi, Big E, and Xavier Woods with the New Day gimmick. You guys ready for this? I was thinking long and hard about this. How can I say something positive that I like? I'm going to try to do this with everything. I'm going to give something positive with everything. So they're trying. They are trying. That's
Could it make it any more obvious though? Like, really?
Yeah, it's it's a new day. You know, it does seem to be mildly getting over. It's a new day. Listen, brother Lyrical. You gotta listen to the positivity. I'm like, oh my gosh, what's up with this dude? This is horrible. I envisioned Biggie Langston being this motherfucker that they show in these I mean, this dude can bench press some serious weight, you know? Like, he is a serious fucking strong athlete, and he's obviously very agile. I envision this guy just coming to the ring and kicking the fucking shit out of people. And now he's coming out there. Yeah, it's a new day, man. I'm like, oh my god.
Bro, that shit.
You can't even
He
take it
looks
serious
so
anymore.
fucking
Yeah.
awkward with that shit. Like, I honestly think like the towel thing was like, okay, I can't dance. I don't know what the fuck to do here, so I'm just gonna wave this towel. And it looks awkward as shit when he does it.
And you know what else is weird? Right in the middle of the match, he reaches into his singlet and he pulls out a napkin and wipes his sweat off. Who came up with it? Yeah, I've got this idea. They say I'm out of touch. They say I'm out of touch. You're going to wipe your sweat off. Yeah.
So
I'm
rip
rolling
off
with
of
this
fucking
one as their idea. I'm rolling
ripping
with
off
this one
of
as their
Devon.
idea.
ripping off of Devon.
I mean, this is just like a really bad 2014 Men on a Mission, and they just need to stop
Oh
it.
my gosh, great reference. Bingo, that's exactly what it is. Actually, Men on a Mission was
It is.
inherently more cool.
That's what I'm saying. This is a bad version of that. Because, I mean, at least the Men on a Mission, they had Mo and them do well. Not like these guys can't work, but Men on a Mission weren't made to be buffoons, though. That wasn't you know what I mean? That wasn't a comedy gimmick. Those are just some dudes. I mean, it was the 90s, so they had on some bright colors and, you know, purple and all of that stuff. And
Well, that was the thing back then, though.
that's what I'm saying. So they weren't like this ridicule
No.
comedy kind of. You could take those dudes serious.
Well, Mabel.
This
It's
is
still
a joke.
weird when people call him Viscera.
Especially-
You know, isn't it for you lyrical when people call him Viscera?
You always say Mabel.
I mean, I would say Mabel
That
too.
Viscera thing never. Yeah.
No, I was like Viscera. Oh.
Big Daddy V. None of that stuff never got me.
No, he's Mabel. Mean dude, man.
I always call him like I always call Matt Seidel. Matt Seidel. I still don't even know what they called him. in
Job of the
WWE.
Hutt.
I still call Claudio.
Mabel is Job of the Hutt.
Okay, so back to the positivity.
Good luck.
I hope that this catches fire. I hope
Positivity makes me want to throw up.
Good. I hope that each guys end up in a better spot. They're all talented. There you go.
I'm not your friend anymore.
He's too negative.
Are they supposed to be babyface or heel?
Their faces.
Okay, because
They're
I
a
don't
tweener.
understand
Get it right, they're tweeners.
because okay, Adam Estrogen, is he supposed to be babyface or heel?
You don't want me to answer that.
Is there a category for bitch made?
Okay, because I think I figured
by the
out
way, dude.
Ms. Dow,
He's more of a take it in the face, you know?
So
Ms.
there's
Dow,
this,
the tweener, right?
so,
I'm-
no, I think they've run with him. He's a face now. They've got him doing babyface shit. At first he was a tweener. I don't.
They
I
kind of
think
got
he,
the
I
whole
think he,
Team Hell No, Angle Benoit kind of dynamic with that.
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Here's something funny that happened. So there's this girl who's a John Cena fan, big Cena fan, on Twitter. And she tweets me one day, and I catch maybe 10% to 20% of the tweets in a timely manner that come to me. I get a lot of tweets. And I come across her tweet. I open up my Twitter. I'm like, oh, what's this? And I look at it, and she sends me a picture of how Adam Estrogen blocked her. This is a Cena fan. Because she sent him that picture that I photoshopped of Adam Estrogen. Basically calling him a bitch. And he blocked her. I said, CJ, not all Cena fans are bad.
Dude, I have Googled Adam Estrogen. No lie. I Googled it, and the first thing came up was Leo Kruger's Wikipedia. No lie. That was the very first thing that popped up when I Googled Adam Estrogen.
Well, it comes up as a suggestion I had pointed out to me. If you start typing him Adam E, and if you get to the S, then estrogen.
Yeah, and that happened with me. Yeah. I put Adam E, and then it just auto-completed.
That was one of those nicknames that I will take a little pride in.
That one has become widely used now.
Yeah.
You should be proud
It
of
was
that.
just like, this motherfucker's got no testosterone. I was just sitting there watching a show one day just thinking of it. He's got no testosterone. He's Adam Estrogen. Fuck it. You know? We're having fun, though, Michael. All right. So they tease and give the nominees for WWE Slammy Award for Surprise Return of the Year. Hulk Hogan, Batista, The Rock, or The Ultimate Warrior.
Ooh.
This one's so fucking easy. It's not even close.
All right, who do you got?
It's obviously the Warrior.
Okay. Yeah.
Obviously the Warrior. It's not even close. It's not Hogan because that wasn't a surprise at all. Because it was all over the internet before it even happened. But everybody knew about Batista before it happened because it got leaked on one of them fucking pay-per-view ads or whatever it was. And The Rock comes back a couple times a year, maybe like twice. You know what I mean? So it's obviously the Warrior. And even if all those other ones were surprises, it still should have been the Warrior. Because the Warrior hadn't appeared in WWE since fucking forever.
And nobody thought he'd ever be back.
Exactly. Everybody knew the
backstory. By the way,
clearly the Warrior.
Warrior was the man. I mean, loved his YouTube channel, man's man. You know what I'm saying? Always thought he was misunderstood. Always thought that
He was not.
You could go back 4 or 5 years, you and I talking together. 4 or 5 years ago, you knew that was my stance on him, that I thought he was misunderstood and he was playing a comic book character. I never bought into that, oh, he's crazy crap.
I mean, if you listen to his Hall of Fame speech when he said the most important thing in his life or the best thing he ever did was having his 2 children or his 2 little girls.
Done.
You know what I mean? That's done. You don't even need to hear anything else. And the fact of the matter is Warrior, no matter who liked him or who didn't, he was, I don't care what everybody says, he was respected by everybody. Nobody disrespected him, you know what I mean? He was completely respected by everybody.
Well, there's guys who did behind his back.
There's guys who said things that were disrespectful about him, but even the guys who said those things respected him deep down inside. Everybody
and they came full circle on it.
Yeah.
They came full circle on it. But before we get to confirming that was the decision made by the writers,
let me just say real quick before you go on, if it wasn't Warrior if Warrior didn't win this, and the fact that he passed away on adding to it, that's fucking disrespectful. I think there's no question that Warrior should win this. And if he didn't, that's fucking absurd.
But we had something very important to get to as viewers before they announced the results. Michael Cole decided to explain with on-screen graphics exactly how you could take that, you know, these dango smartphone things and download an app. Unbelievable. People who don't know how to download an app all have absolutely one thing in common. They have a flip phone. Okay? I mean, let's be honest here. They still got the flip phone. It's not a smartphone. I'm pretty sure everyone, and I mean everyone with a smartphone, has downloaded an app. Pretty sure. The fact that they think that their viewers are that fucking stupid.
I hate that they think they're fucking hip and all into the new fucking shit by the fact that they have an app. Big fucking deal.
Well, guess what, Michael? If you download this thing right here, you go, all right, there's this thing called an app store. Fuck you.
How the fuck did Tout work out for you guys?
Really well, yeah. But
that was awesome.
The fact that they think their fans are that fucking stupid, you know, to where they feel they need to explain that shit says a lot. Says a lot about what they're bringing to the table.
And it backs up my theory from before.
It does, to a certain degree. Not the broad brush, but I mean those studies that we've talked about on the site kind of aren't.
Yeah,
really
and those
good.
are all true.
Yeah. But John Laurinaitis was the one, you know, announcing this award, and we need to bring back people power, you know. And the Ultimate Warrior did win surprise return of the year, so good.
Thank God.
All right. So we see Rollins, Noble, and Mercury backstage with Paul Heyman. Seth tells Mercury and Noble to just take a break, as being his security. I love the way he said, just take a break. You know, like, Seth says, look, who decided to show up? And Paul Heyman says him and his client Brock Lesnar. By the way, fuck WWE for not letting him actually do a first-person tweet about CM Punk joining the UFC. Are you that fucking petty?
The only reason Brock didn't do it is because of the money he's making, because he's under contract.
No.
Otherwise,
Heyman.
Oh.
He covers UFC shows, and all you saw was retweets. But so anyways.
What the fuck?
I know. They're not. Yeah.
Can't wait for Brock to.
They're not competition. Yeah. Don't tweet about Punk. Yeah. What?
Dude, there's no question. I think there's almost no question that Brock's gonna go back.
You know what we're gonna have to do later, Lyrical? We're gonna have to do dueling McMahons, where Vince yells at Vince about something.
You watch 181? Nobody watching that. Oh, buddies. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Dude, that would be fucking a great fucking 10-minute video clip of you guys just going at each other,
screaming over each other as McMahon, not even listening. Yeah.
You guys should imitate the whole Iron Sheik versus Fake Sheik video, but with McMahon instead.
And we give an invitation to Fizzy Pops to join too, by the way. All right. So Heyman says him and his client Brock Lesnar were talking about Seth's match with Cena at TLC. You can even tell Heyman, he's standing there, he's like, my client Brock Lesnar and I, Brock Lesnar, the guy you probably forgot about because Vince can't afford to pay him, so he hasn't been here, sorry. I think that's by design, though. They're trying to get more heat on him.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. He should have been Superstar of the Year, too. I'm not trolling. I'm dead serious. I'm not trolling. He should, without question, been Superstar of the Year.
Okay, this is the part where Lightbulb. Yeah, we're going to do our year-end awards on the website, litsportsnetwork.com. And I've already got my mind made up for my match of the year. Mad Geniuses will be, like Hornswoggle against El Torito or something. But
TLC, brother.
Yeah.
I've got my Golden Shovel Awards, too, so we'll talk about it.
We'll definitely get you in on that, Lyrical, for sure. The Golden Shovel Award goes to, I wonder. Yeah, I wonder.
Wait, you say Phil is competing in what weight division? What?
Damn
that
it.
Skinny little twerp.
I can't escape this guy. I'm going to have to compete with CM Punk for the Golden Shovel Award. He buried WWE. I buried his fans. Fuck.
Yeah, you might.
Can't escape this guy.
But Seth proceeds to make the case that with his Money in the Bank briefcase, that in his Money in the Bank contract, that he's got a shot at Brock's title whenever he wants it. And he says when he cashes in that briefcase, that Heyman and Brock will not see it coming. And Heyman responds by saying his client, Brock Lesnar, might as well be champion forever.
I agree with that.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll take that. But that doesn't mean Seth, how many people are like, these guys suck Brock's dick. I'm sick of it.
Good.
I'm sick of it.
Good.
Fuck.
I
Why do
agree.
they like him so much? That fucking UFC crap.
Yeah, we just like real fighting. It's okay. You don't. Fucking pussy.
Oh, not the case. Not the case in there. Some people just don't like Brock. They just don't like Brock.
Yeah,
they don't think he's that
they're
good.
pussies too.
Oh wow. So
if you ask somebody why they don't like Brock Lesnar, and they explain why, it's like, well, I mean,
he's never there, Jay.
And then they tell you who they like, and the fact of the matter is basically what they're saying is they like a fucking pussy compared to not liking a badass.
Yeah, but no, I mean that's like saying you would prefer a Denzel Washington or a Cuba Gooding Jr. movie over Jason Statham or something. So what? I think it's just a matter of taste, bro.
Yeah, I don't like Brock. I like Cain Velasquez.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
But you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, well, that could be debated.
Hey, it's
yeah.
okay. My guy beat your guy's ass. It's okay.
Oh, so now all of a sudden you're a Cain Velasquez fan.
I've been a Cain Velasquez fan.
Stop
What the fuck are you
lying.
talking about, bro? Go
Stop
back and watch the
lying.
UFC videos. I've been a Cain fan.
No, stop lying. I never heard you say that.
And by the way, John Jones fucked the world. I
Fuck
want
John.
to. I
I
want to
like
make
him.
a heel turn on that because I know most people hate him. John Jones is the man.
John Jones is a fucking. He
He's
is
a
the
beast.
man.
And
Do
by
I
the way,
like
he's
him?
going to headline WrestleMania 31. Did you hear that? He tweeted that out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's clearly trolling, but some people thought he was being serious. But he's going to headline WrestleMania 31.
Maybe he wants to fight Punk.
I don't think so. I think
There's a long list already.
he's John Jones, and he knows pretty much anything he does gets attention. And he was just like, "Fuck it, I'm going to tweet out him headlining WrestleMania 31." You know, I just think that's what he does, kind of like Mark Henry.
Wonder what weight class CM Punk really is going to fight at. 190.
Middleweight. He's not getting down to welterweight. I'm sorry. No.
What weight did he wrestle at? Just for the record, because I don't remember. Like 220, right?
Two.
Yeah, he's
15,
really got to
220.
get cut up though. So he's going to have to be at least middleweight, like 170.
He will be going down to middleweight, yes, but he will not be at a welterweight. I don't see it. Heyman. Okay, where
Sorry,
was I?
what is middleweight, by the way? Just for the record, what's the weight?
185.
185. He may be at what's welterweight 170.
He's not getting down to 170, dude.
He probably won't. He won't be a very good fighter at that weight, probably. Anyways.
No. No, he'll end up in that.
He'd get his shit pushed in light heavyweight too. So.
Well, it's not even an option. Yeah, it's not even an option. But Heyman says that Cena stands in Rollins' way of getting the respect he's looking for, and he's got to beat Cena to get that respect. And Rollins kind of sold it like, he's right. That's what I'm going to do. You know, he sold that focus, and that was basically the crux of the exchange. They basically established the logic behind Rollins not vying for the #1 contendership. He's vying for respect because he's already got his title shot. They actually filled in a couple blanks there, tied up some loose ends. But, you know, like I said, the goal for him is to beat Cena so he can get respect and he can fuck Cena over. Makes sense, you know. So, all right, so next we get a Charlotte video package, her and NXT. And those of you who are VIP members, you guys know I'm really high on Charlotte. Dude, Charlotte, Natalia, NXT, with Flair and Brett ringside. Go watch it.
Yep.
Jay, you will fucking love that match.
For Flair.
No, trust me, dude, you will fucking love that match. That match is Matt Genius. That match is 100% Jay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a good match, bro.
dude, I'm telling you, you will fucking love that match.
Probably the best women's match. Well, it was the best women's match of the year.
I'll save mine for the video for when we do our awards. But I'm
Oh,
still kind of. I've got no.
It's gonna be Taryn Terrell of some
But
Of course.
I don't know. I haven't settled yet. I haven't figured it out. But she has the it factor. And for those of you who don't watch NXT, you will soon see that eventually. So we get Charlotte against Natalia with Tyson Kidd ringside. And you could tell that Charlotte's nerves got to her. MG, did you catch that?
Yeah.
Oh, it got the big, you know, the big crowd compared to NXT got to her. She just didn't look that comfortable. In due time, she'll get more comfortable, and I'm sure you'll see more of this it factor that we see when she's in front of the NXT crowds translate because she's comfortable there. And I think she just didn't look all that comfortable. And Natalia actually went over when she countered the figure four, which, by the way, it's not even a move that Charlotte really uses. The figure four, so that's got to be a Vince thing, you know, where he's like, yeah, she's Flair's daughter, she's got to use the figure four, but she uses a figure four on the neck in NXT. But anyways, Natalia went over with a small package variation, and I think Charlotte will get better as over time. And before you guys take over, because I need to refill my tea and stretch my back out for a minute. Then next they go into the Slammy Awards OMG Moment of the Year. The nominees were Seth Sells Out. I mean, I guess he gets heat from the crowds, you know. The Bella Betrayal, where she turned on her sister. He's got the whole world in his hands, where Bray Wyatt literally had half the audience help him beat Cena. Literally. Does anyone remember that match? And then the streak is conquered. were the
Why the
options.
fuck is Kane going through a flaming table not even nominated? Of course he wouldn't have won over what you just said. Well, the last option you just said, but shit.
How about that whole match?
Flaming table, a fucking headbutt off a fucking forklift.
Forklift, yeah. Yeah, they don't want to highlight that stuff. They want to highlight the kitty bullshit, you know. But Santino was the one announcing this award. He made a joke about seeing Luke Harper taking a shower.
What
the fuck?
Yeah. So the OMG Moment of the Year Slammy Award goes to, you ready for this, Jay?
Hold on, wait, what were the
OMG
you
Moment
already?
of the Year. Brock Lesnar beating The Undertaker at WrestleMania was a nominee. The OMG Moment of the Year went to Nikki Bella turning on her sister Brie.
That's because all these fucking
Are you serious?
these fucking
You fucking kidding me?
Actually, it did not fucking with you.
Oh,
wait, Brock Lesnar did win, right?
Thanks for playing into that, Calvin. It didn't. It went to Brock Lesnar breaking the Undertaker's streak.
No, honestly though, it's an OMG moment, but it wouldn't surprise me if all them haters fucking didn't vote for it just because I don't think that Brock Lesnar should have beat the streak because they're all retarded as fuck.
Hashtag got him. Jay was like,
Well, it's legitimate.
I
It's
guarantee you,
legitimate
Jay
that they wouldn't vote for it.
Years when I said that, he's like,
yeah, you can feel his blood was boiling.
motherfuckers. You know.
Seriously, there's that. If there's any fan that irritates me more than anything, it's the ones that talk about how Brock didn't deserve the streak, and the ones that talk about Brock being part-timers or just wrestlers in general that are part-timers. Those fans, all of them can go to hell. I hate those fans. Seriously, those are the most irritating fucking fans.
I had this one guy who just was relentless, like a stalker status, and I'm like, all right, you're blocked. And then he was like trying to respond to everybody that interacts with me, and I'm just like, wow, this. Okay. And this dude's whole point was, fuck you, fucking Brock's a part-timer, you should die because you think Brock should be champion. I'm like, this guy really has a lot of stuff going on in his life to where someone thinking Brock should be champion is cause for death. We're not talking ISIS. We're not talking unjustifiable homicides. We're not talking rape. We're talking about a fucking wrestling storyline. You need to die. You're a loser, okay? But, and then I clicked on this dude's screen name, and I go to his fucking shit, and he had like 50 different Undertaker things favoriting. And his whole problem with me is that I was supporting a part-timer.
Honestly, okay.
Hold on. For the people that went over your heads, who wrestles one time a year now?
Undertaker.
With that, I'm taking my break.
Yeah.
And by the way, to the guy who did all that, more power to you.
That's a lie.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Yeah, but to honestly, no disrespect to Undertaker fans, there are some Taker fans out there that are really like cool wrestling fans, but it's a
Undertaker
fact.
fans are really cool. Period.
But it's a fact that most now, okay, well I shouldn't even say most, but there is a lot of Undertaker fans that are just complete live under the rock wrestling nerds. I'm sorry. That's how most Undertaker fans are. Not all of them. There's some cool ones, but just from what I've seen, most of the hardcore wrestling fans that like fucking live and breathe WWE are Undertaker fans. Those are the ones that hate on Brock Lesnar, and those are the guys that hate on guys being part-time wrestlers, even though, like Bruce said, their own favorite wrestler is a part-timer. You know what I mean? So
most of those guys that they like the gimmick, the undead Undertaker. I don't like that gimmick. I like the American Badass. I mean, that's the gimmick I thought they should have went with a little bit more. But that's just me. I don't know.
Well, I don't think that they did not go with it. I think for any reason. I think that Undertaker by choice wanted to go back to the Dead Man gimmick. I think if Undertaker wanted to be the American Badass at the time, which he went back to Dead Man gimmick in 2004, So at the time, I think if he wanted to, he would have been the American
Well,
Badass. I just think.
Vince hated the American Badass gimmick.
Yeah, but you know how
There
much
you go.
play Undertaker has. I think if Undertaker wanted to, he could have kept that gimmick because he probably got that gimmick. I mean, Vince probably didn't want him to be that gimmick in the first place. So the only reason he did get to play out that character is off his own choice. I'm sure Vince didn't want him to. You know what I mean? So I think if he wanted to keep on doing that, he could have. But you know what I mean?
Mm.
But yeah, I mean, I didn't mind either one of them.
No, I like the American
I think the American
Badass.
Badass just, people always want something that's real. The American Badass just seem, more so like that.
As
Yeah,
far
not
as as
not
far
a
as
death-defying zombie who's walking around. I mean, Undertaker in what was it, 99?
that was my.
That was the best Undertaker.
Yeah, I will say that I get where you're coming from with the American Badass gimmick, and I did like it, but as far as the Dead Man gimmick itself, I think my favorite one was during the Attitude Era. And obviously, I was not. I didn't even start watching wrestling till 2001, so I didn't even really see that part of his gimmick. But going back and watching it, I
You're
thought
talking about like that Ministry of Darkness
the
gimmick?
Ministry of Dark.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
with the theme music he had then, by far the most intimidating Undertaker.
I
in my
agree.
opinion.
I
Fucking
agree.
guitars on it, bro. That
With
shit
the
was
bam,
sick.
bam, 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 bam,
Yep.
bam, bam,
Yep, that was the
bam, bam.
coolest
Yeah.
Undertaker gimmick for sure. But
The American Badass.
yeah, like I said though, going back to the other, I don't, I feel like a lot of hardcore wrestling fans are Taker fans, but not saying all of them are bad. Some of them are good, but a lot of the hardcore wrestling fans are Taker fans. That's what makes a lot of them hate guys like Brock. So
And then at the end of that Ministry of Darkness with the higher power, then the higher power took his hoodie off, and he said, "It's me, Austin. It was me all along." Yeah, that was the shit. Loved it.
that when they crucified Steve Austin on a cross,
Yep.
can't do that though.
Oh no.
Can't do that.
Man, he did some low down shit. Kidnapped his daughter and terrorized her and tortured Shane and all kind of crazy stuff. They were all in on it except poor little innocent. That's when it was poor little innocent Stephanie. That was before this.
Highly
this
doubt she was that innocent even then.
Well, that's what she was portraying, but I mean, only Macho Man could really tell us. Oh, too soon. Okay, sorry. Leave Macho alone right now.
Macho
need
Man
him
going
in
in
the
the
Hall
Hall
of
of
Fame,
Fame this year though.
Yeah, we do need him in that Hall of
Better
Fame.
be. There will
But
be.
that's not up to. There's not. Vince been trying to get him for the longest. It's up to the Poffos. The Poffos got that whole. They claim that Randy said that he didn't want to go in unless his father and his brother went in. He said that at the dinner table several times. And this is according to Randy's brother, the Lanny Poffo, and his mom. I heard an interview with Randy Savage's mom where she said it. So, go figure. We'll see how that works out. I mean, no disrespect to Angelo Poffo. I know his contributions and all of that were made a difference to somebody. But
Yeah, but I don't know if
I
it's
know
even
I'm
that
a
big of
Macho
thing.
fan.
I think that if it were the case that Macho Man can get inducted if his father and whatnot gets inducted and the rest of the people whoever you wanted inducted, I think Vince would do it. Just to, as long as he can get Macho Man in there.
Get
So
Macho.
I don't know. I really don't know what's going on because I think for sure that if that were the only thing stopping it, I think that he would be getting put in the Hall of Fame.
I mean, they put in Rocky Johnson. Not that he's not deserving, but wait, was that Rocky Johnson they put in, or
The
I'm trying to remember
grandfather.
whoever they put in the grandfather? That's right, because I'm just remembering Rocky Johnson was there, and I'm trying to remember were they putting in Rocky or were they putting in the grandfather? So they were putting in High Chief Peter Maivia, right?
They
Just so
put
they
in
could
Rocky
get the Rock.
Johnson too. They put them both in.
Okay,
Oh,
because
that's
I
the
know
same year, right?
because I'm trying to remember. Well, in either case, they put one of those guys in so they could get Rock to do the speech, is what I'm saying, and that was the best. Not that they aren't deserving, but come on, you want Rock there to do that speech, and of course, eventually Rock is going to go in, but that's obviously going to be a long time from now.
Yeah.
But you want and the thing is, just like Lanny Poffo has said, who's going to give that speech for Macho?
Please
And
don't let it be Hogan.
I think it's only two. I think there's only two people. I think there's three people could do that speech. I think Lanny is one of them, but Lanny says he's not. He doesn't think he's good enough to do that speech. So since Lanny doesn't think he's good enough, there's only two, and one of them is definitely not going to happen. CM Punk is one of them, and Diamond Dallas Page is the other.
Oh yeah,
Diamond Dallas Page would give
Could
an
have been Warrior if he didn't die.
unbelievable speech.
Could have been Warrior if he didn't die.
It could be Warrior. Yep. Could be Warrior. But I don't know. I don't know if the family will let them do that. They did a Tupac hologram and have Macho to come up there and do his own speech. Hologram
that'd be
form.
fucking awesome.
That would be crazy, wouldn't it? But that's way too forward thinking for WWE. Way too forward thinking for them.
And
Maybe they have Steamboat do it.
too expensive for them.
Oh yeah,
I'll
that
give you
too.
guys who could
Especially
that you haven't named.
especially with how that network is not really carrying.
Named who can do that speech? Bret Hart.
Brett would be good.
Yep, because Bret said that when he saw Savage as champion, he knew that meant that he would have a chance to be champion. Bret Hart and Ricky Steamboat. I think someone mentioned Ricky Steamboat.
Yeah.
Why did I not even think of Ricky Steamboat? Yeah, Ricky Steamboat would do he would do a pretty good speech. He's not a great promo cutter, neither is Bret, but they're good speakers. It's crazy how that works sometimes.
I think Bret became pretty good.
Because I remember when I really noticed it is when they did that Bret Shawn sit down DVD, and Shawn was always like the great promo cutter of the two when they had their rivalry in the 90s. But when they had that sit down, Bret was just dominating him verbally, and I was just amazed. Like, Shawn can cut a promo, but like in real life, his speaking is not really that great, especially, and I think part of it was like guilt because Bret was kind of calling him on bullshit, and then Shawn would just kind of sit there and not have nothing to say because he knew Bret was right. But it's amazing how that translates sometimes.
All right. There was 9 minutes and 49 seconds of wrestling in the first hour. Wait till you hear the total amount of wrestling we got on TV in the second hour. You guys are going to shit yourselves.
Doubt it.
So Bray Wyatt cuts a promo. He's a good speaker.
I hate him.
I know a lot of people are sick of it. Yeah, a lot of people are with you, Jay. But I paraphrase his promos now. Saves time. Bray reminisced about the first time he saw, quote-unquote, her. She was sitting in that rocking chair. That was her chair. His imaginary girlfriend. He talks about Ambrose taking that rocking chair from him, so Bray decided it was his turn to take something from Ambrose, and he was shown doing that chair to the throat spot from SmackDown. Covered that on the site. No worries, though. He got that shot to the throat. Ambrose looked pretty good. He got a lifetime supply of Z-Packs. Just for the record, he's going to be okay. But Bray talked about not liking the people and predicts that he'll win their TLC match, destroy Ambrose, and the fans won't care about Ambrose anymore. And then he tries to get a tables, ladders, and chairs chant going, but gets what chants instead? Ouch. Not good. So an ambulance backs into the arena, and Ambrose appears out of the back of the ambulance with dry ice fog everywhere. They went pretty heavy with that's what the Undertaker was getting out of there. he pulls a table out and throws the table and breaks the table. I'm like, wow. A ladder and a chair out of the back of the ambulance, starts just throwing shit around, goes down to the ring, attacks Bray Wyatt with a ladder. Ambrose throws a couple chairs in the ring and accidentally hits Bray right in the head with one of them. He had a Sabu moment. Ambrose sets up the table in the ring. Bray bails to the aisle. Ambrose sets a chair down for Bray to have, dares Bray to get in the ring with him. Bray runs down to the ring apron, and Dean throws another chair at Bray as if hitting him with one wasn't enough. This time on purpose. And then we get a Dean Ambrose promo, and he says the only way Bray leaves TLC on Sunday is in the back of an ambulance. I wonder if they're going to turn that into an ambulance match officially. And Ambrose says this Sunday he will become the monster and he will eat Bray Wyatt alive. I'm ready for that match. Them in the ring is golden, guys. I'm looking forward to it, period.
I have no interest in the feud itself, but the match with the quote-unquote hardcore situation, I think they could put on a hell of a match. Probably going to be the best match on the entire show. They're in competition with Harper and Ziggler, though, in that ladder match. I think they're going to... Harper's an athletic guy. They're going to pull out some stops for that one. But match-wise, yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to it, but the feud I don't give a fuck about. I haven't given a fuck since they ruined the Rollins-Ambrose feud for this dumb shit.
Hey, man, I just want to see some carnage, man.
Oh, you're going to get that, Calvin.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get that. Those two boys are going in that ring to put on a show. You looking forward to that one, Lyrical?
Yeah, I mean, it has some potential to steal the show. I mean, it just depends on if they're gonna keep the handcuffs on them or how they're gonna do that. Because if they let them go, then it's gonna be some.
They let them go, Ambrose will be bleeding all over the fucking arena.
Yeah, he would bleed
It
within 2
depends.
minutes of the start of the match. I'm
Yeah,
guessing.
he would.
You probably would.
He'd
Jay,
go
you
after
into
the
these guys?
butcher and pull out a fork.
And that Bray Wyatt is an athletic dude. I mean,
Oh, for
I
his
expect him.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
by the way, can I
expect him
throw
to do
something
some.
random out there for the viewers to discuss in the comment section? Because later I'll go back and read your comments. I've been hearing bad things about WWE 2K15, that it's horrible. Let me know what you think if you bought the game. For whatever console you bought it for, I've heard a lot of talk that WWE 2K15 really regressed. Please let me know.
Hey, man, the box art alone will make you cringe.
Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, I was seeing on it. They've got
I can tell you, I think I know why people are saying that because I agree and I disagree with that statement. Well, what happened is this is their first next gen console offering, and so they had to strip a lot of things down while porting everything over. So there's not, and this always happens when a new console comes out and a series transfers over to the new console, then the first installment will have less features. But gameplay wise, I think it's great. It's got some glitches and all that other kind of stuff and some bugs. But I think people are saying it sucks because it was so, I mean, they had create a logo in the creation suite and create the arena, create a storyline, and there are a whole bunch of match options that they took out because it used to pretty much be able to put your own kind of match together. You can make a TLC last man standing triple threat match, or you could like put together crazy combinations like that, and you can't do that anymore. So I think that's why people are saying it sucks as far as which that I agree with. But
I heard that the roster's a lot more slim too.
That too, yeah, the roster's a lot smaller.
And then, and by the way, there was one guy who told me that if you create Chris Benoit and try to go online with him, they will ban you.
They will ban you, yeah. Crazy.
So, I mean, they have their reasons with that, obviously.
Yeah.
But I'm just fair warning.
Well, don't create CM Punk either. They might ban you for that shit. They might ban you for playing with CM Punk.
He's already in the game. So.
Oh, by the way, Jay,
I wouldn't play with him online. They'll ban you.
Jay, your mission that you were telling us about before the show, mission accomplished. Just for the record, I'm scrolling through some stuff here.
Good.
I'll be interested to see in the comments what people think of the game.
I don't even look at the comment section because I don't give a fuck.
Jay needs to die. You know.
Good. You weren't saying that about me 4 weeks ago, were you? Yeah, that's what I thought.
Wow.
Bunch of idiots.
Well, we're gonna make Bruce in the game so we can have the whole Bruce versus John Cena thing.
Yeah, it was kind of funny.
We'll see how 2K feels about that.
That went over everyone's head. But so we got a Diva of the Year Slammy Award. The nominees were Brie Bella. Too bad Billy's not here to do his Brie thing. I'll get him to do it in the VIP. Paige, AJ Lee, and Nikki Bella. And of course Jerry Lawler, who's thirsty as fuck. You know, didn't he do pretty good for himself though?
From what we saw.
Yeah. But anyway, he announces that AJ Lee won.
For a second.
Say that again?
Yeah, they can't count the commercial breaks when when the cameras ain't on.
Jerry Lawler announces that AJ Lee won Diva of the Year. It's kind of surprised me that they won.
I'm not. They're trying to prove they're not bitter. That's all. They're just trying to PR move.
Away from him. That's probably what it is. They're like, yeah, we'll make it so good to where she doesn't leave, and we're gonna fuck him over.
Like they fucking tweet CM Punk. We wish him all the best. Well, they put that message out. We wish him all the best of luck in his future endeavor.
Yeah, don't say UFC because it's not competition. You know.
Then they had to put the word luck in there because they know that he thinks luck is for losers.
Yeah, they're like, we're gonna call him a loser by saying good luck.
Yeah, they say good luck.
Mm-hmm. And Karen on the website pointed that out. She was on the ball with that. She was ahead of everybody. But some great comments from her, by the way. Shout out to her. AJ says 3 years ago she promised to redefine the word diva, and she did, to paraphrase, and she gave examples as to why. She says she hopes that next year she's going to see Bayley, Sasha, Charlotte, Emma, or Paige win that award. And I would throw Alexa Bliss in there. But she said she's not done being queen, and Sunday she will become the 4-time Divas champion. Oh, so she's retiring after Sunday. You know, that's like the first thing I thought when she said that.
That sounded like a retirement speech.
Yeah. Emma?
They're best friends. Well, not her and Emma ain't best friends, but they're all friends. Like her, Emma, Paige, they're all like a clique of friends. Summer Rae.
Out there off the list for storyline reasons, but I also think there has to be resentment towards them, the Bellas, whether they know it or not. I mean, let's just think logically. One is with the most overused, stale, redundant top guy in pro wrestling history that Vince just loves. Well, he's the only one that grabbed the brass ring. CM Punk and Daniel Bryan may have something to say about
something else too.
Yeah. And then the other one is with the most popular wrestler in the world, Daniel Bryan. And there's got to be resentment, like, they're only getting their pushes because of them. You know, but I don't know. AJ Lee won Diva of the Year. I guess it makes sense.
Trying to save face, bro. That's all. Just that they just don't want to look bitter. That's all.
Fucking up Bella, fucking up Bella.
Yes.
Fucking up Bella, fucking up Bella, fucking up Bella.
So Renee Young interviews John Cena. Did anyone notice Cena? Okay. So Cena, you know how they always do that where Renee Young, they do the close-up of Renee Young. They're like right here on her. And then the camera zooms back, and every time they just so happen to walk into focus, you know. Cena walks into focus, and of course, what's the first thing Cena does? Pop quiz on the panel. What's the first thing Cena did? Most people don't catch it.
He either tipped his hat or he nodded.
He nodded.
Whipped his dick out for Vince McMahon.
That was before the show. But no, he walks.
To say, I don't know if he's the one whipping it out. Vince is probably the one whipping it out.
You guys would be shocked how many Cena fans love our reviews.
Cena's reaching and grabbing grabbing the brass, grabbing it. So somebody has to whip it out so he can grab it. He's so tenacious, passionate.
He walks over and he's like this. Of course, the first thing, he nods at her. I'm like, this motherfucker is phony. And by the way, if you like Cena, you think he's the most authentic, greatest thing ever, doesn't bother me. I don't care. You're not hurting anybody by thinking that. It does not fucking bother me. Jay's always like, yeah, right. Come on, you fucking hate Cena fans, dude.
It doesn't bother me either. I don't really
blame him, Bruce.
I don't really care if you like him, but I'm not gonna. I will never say more power to you. You will ruin your life. I'm never gonna say that.
Oh man. But he talks about other superstars needing to step up. Fuck you. Bray Wyatt had stepped up, motherfucker. You're going to tell me Bray Wyatt wasn't grabbing that brass ring and stepping up before he had to fucking be fed to Cena, for one example? Fuck him. He calls the Big Show the Authority's puppet. There's an old saying, and it goes, the pot calling the kettle black. And he says, Big Show is going to try to make sure that he doesn't make it to TLC. Yay. And Cena says Seth Rollins can't pin him. He isn't man enough to make the shit factor tap out. And I'm just sitting there looking at my TV. And he makes the case that the tables match is a lot easier to lose. Are we padding a loss here or what? And then Cena says tonight, because would Cena be saying that if he's going to win the tables match, which is easier to win? There's hope.
I'll be willing to bet that he has a losing record in tables matches, by the way.
Yeah, because it's the easiest one for them to book him in a loss.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Cena lost balance, which is believable, and fell through the table, you know. Cena says tonight he's going to hoist the Giant up, slam him down, blah, blah, blah. He's going to beat Rollins Sunday, blah, 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 blah. Fake, phony, boring, forced. Cena sucks. That was the Cena promo. Moving on. Fuck him.
Nodded, said the word ass to make it seem like he had some edge, and then stormed off.
Yeah, Cena. Everybody needs
then cue the announcers to say, John Cena is serious now. Yeah. That's what.
Hey, I'm going to tell you this about Cena. Some of this, we get a lot of Cena fans that they're like, hey, disagree with you, but love your show. You guys are funny. And then there's other Cena fans who are like, you guys should die. You should be put in Guantanamo Bay for not liking Cena. You don't understand the business, right? And it's just like, oh my gosh. Let's go ahead and really assess this situation. He's made millions and millions and millions of dollars. Dude is set for life. He's had a 10-year run on top of the business. I think Cena stepping aside is not going to hurt him. And you mean to tell me that the WWE can market and build up a bunny, and they can't build up a new top guy? Which
they can't put a push behind Claudio.
Well, I don't know what went wrong there. We turned him heel and face, and then with Heyman, not with Heyman, no explanation. I don't know what went wrong.
Yeah, changed his theme music 20 times, and come on. It's a joke.
Worst theme music in the company.
Oh, gosh.
The funny part is most of the time you get someone saying that you don't know the business, they're usually under 18 years of age.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm not even going to go there.
Well, we could flip it around the other way and say you don't understand that they could make whoever they want to be the top guy because it's wrestling.
And I watched it again, and then Vince had this dumbfounded look on his face when Austin said, well, what could you do about it to make him, to make the crowd connect with him?
I don't know
all
the answers. Yeah.
Like, how about this, Vince? Ask him, What do you think you could do to get over? And we'll try to accommodate that. How about that, Vince?
No, that's not the way it works.
Ask him what he wants to be. Ask him what he wants to do. What kind of music does he want to come out to? What kind of ring gear does he want to have? What kind of gimmick does he envision for himself?
There's a cognitive distortion with Vince that doesn't allow that. Okay. All right.
Hey, I'm just speaking in the. This is the introduction to the opposite sketches. For those of you who watched Nickelodeon back in the day.
Well, you know what? Okay, I'm trying to be positive tonight. Here's the positive note on this all. Seth Rollins could beat Cena in this storyline, and Randy Orton could become the #1 contender, and we could get a match between Lesnar and Orton instead of Lesnar and Cena. Let's look at it positively. There is hope on Sunday. We're going to find out one way or the other. All right, so next we get Luke Harper against Eric Rowan. What? You're going to give that away? Without a build. Okay. So Rowan took the early advantage until Harper cut him off with a nice dropkick. Rowan mounted up a comeback, but outside the ring, Harper hits Rowan with a ladder to cause the DQ. The match lasted 2 minutes and 3 seconds. Bell to bell. After the match, Rowan beat Harper up with the ring stairs. And, yeah, like I said, I'm not a big fan of them giving this away. When I think this could be a really good feud. They kind of gave it away in such an inconsequential way, but in reality, with the finish they went with, maybe this was just seed planted going forward. To be positive, let's hope that's what it was. And to that, you guys say. You don't care. All right, we can just keep moving on. It's fine. So we see Jimmy Uso and Naomi backstage, and they talk about Miz's agent, and Jimmy says he thinks it's all bull. The paraphrase, he thinks it's all bullshit. That he doesn't believe the Miz's agent, doesn't trust the Miz, and him and Naomi banter, but she ultimately says she's going to Hollywood to see this agent, and no fucks were given by me. I don't care.
I just wanted to see the other side of her, to be honest, Bruce. I just wanted her to turn around and walk away in the direction where I could see
something
her walking
behind
away.
you.
Yeah.
All right, so we get another list of other Slammy Award winners. Faction of the Year, The Shield. Not really together that long in the year, but okay. Rivalry of the Year, Daniel Bryan against The Authority. Guest Star of the Year, Hugh Jackman. But I agree with that Guest Star of the Year.
Probably the most famous and biggest, most important.
Or you could go with Brock Lesnar. Since they can't afford to have him appear more. Best Twitter handle, @HeelZiggler. They put over Ziggler's Twitter. It seems like they're starting to regain more trust in him. And then the best couple of the year, Daniel Bryan and Brie Bella. Can I take a guess that CM Punk and AJ Bateman talked about a little bit more? I'm not going to go with that. But so we get the LOL moment of the year.
Lame or lamer.
Say that again?
Lame or lamer.
Lame or lamer. And the nominees were Mr. T loves his mama. The WLC match. The stunt double. Yeah, well, you didn't think Miz out for that one. And then Princess Pudding with Stephanie McMahon in the swimming pool of pudding/mud, which Mad Genius votes for. I don't even have to ask him. Adam Estrogen was the stupid ass that got to announce this one. And he announces that
the pink bunny.
They fought over announcing the award. And Damien Mizdow wins as Miz's stunt double. So, of course, Miz slides in, takes and steals the Slammy Award, which happened a couple times tonight. Still doesn't have that Owen effect to it, does it? But and twists the "We want Miz now" chants as the fans chanting "We want Miz now." He says, "You want Miz now? You got Miz now." I said, all right, that was clever. I give it up to the Miz on that. That was clever. And Miz ends up thanking the most important person who's been there for him, my moneymaker. He's really, actually right now, I got to say, as a heel, Miz right now is on his game. He's on his game the best he's been in quite a while, in my opinion. And we can talk about that on the panel. I want to know what you guys think. I think he's on his game right now.
Well, I don't like him, so he's doing a good job.
I think he is, man. And the entire time Mizdow was shadowing him, doing, the whole stunt double gimmick. I thought it was good shit. Go Sandow.
Yeah, I don't like him, so I think he's doing a good job.
Well, yeah.
Always been a Sandow fan.
For the most part. It's not like a Cena thing.
Yeah.
Oversaturation,
Sandow is taking chicken shit and making chicken salad.
Yeah, but the Miz, we all agree on Sandow. So let's find out here where you guys agree or disagree on the Miz. I think he's on his fucking game right now as a heel.
When they put them together, I called it. I said it was going to work.
It's this guy tooting his own horn.
Yeah, Miz is
I can't help it. I'm already right.
Yeah, Miz is complimenting that situation. So I gotta give him some props.
Who says that Miz is not getting the job done right now?
He sucks.
Okay, I knew at least
Sandow's getting over. Sandow's getting over. So what Miz is doing is working.
Yeah, but it's not necessarily because of the Miz that he's getting over.
Well, on the panel thinks Miz is a good professional wrestler.
Not that, but I'm talking about as a heel. To me, he's entertaining right now.
I don't like him.
Okay. Is the Miz, leave Mizdow out of it. Jay says no. Calvin, is the Miz, keyword here, entertaining to you right now?
I think he's doing his job as a heel, being unlikable. Yeah.
But you don't think he's entertaining?
Not as much as maybe you do, but.
Okay. MG, is the Miz entertaining to you right now?
I'm with Calvin on this. He's being a good heel, but not entertaining. I would go Sandow's the entertainment.
Yeah, but leave him out of it. We all agree on Sandow. I'm talking about just the Miz. Some of the shit he's saying as a heel.
No, I wouldn't go there. He's being a good heel though, but I wouldn't call it entertaining.
Man alone on an island right now. Lyrical, what about you?
I gotta agree. He's healing it up, but I can't. If you take a Sandow out of it, yeah, it's nothing that's going to move the needle for me personally.
All right, and there's going to be another one where I'm standing alone on an island later. Believe that.
I mean, he's doing well as a compliment to the situation. He's a compliment there.
I think you guys were all just agreeing with me so you could be on the panel. I love when I get that every once in a while. They just agree with you so they can be on the panel.
Yeah, I always do.
Yeah.
All the time. I never speak.
About 50 times a fucking video, but yeah.
I'm just a Bruce Woods zombie. I don't ever speak this. I don't know shit about anything. All I do is repeat what Bruce says. That's all I'm good for.
All right. I almost wore my tea there. Thanks, Jay. So Lana cuts a promo. Is Lana entertaining you, Calvin?
Shit. Just seeing her come out. She ain't got to say shit.
Jay.
Is she entertaining to me?
Yes.
I would like to give her the motorboat. That's my answer.
Lyrical.
All right. If entertaining means do I enjoy looking at her and hearing her talk, then the answer is yes.
All right. And MG.
From neck down, yeah. I entertain myself.
There it is. You knew that was coming.
It's okay. You could just have her Mad Genius. I'll still take Terry and Terrell. She's all yours.
All right. So Nikolai from Russia.
I'm good.
One of our viewers from Russia. And by the way, shout out to everybody from around the world watching this video. Lana, we're going to go through this, and he sent me a translation. I don't know if I'll be able to pronounce it properly in Russian, but I'll try. I have a hard time pronouncing some sports names. Gasol. So anyway, that's an inside rib. Lana says the American economy and the president are the real LOL moments of the year. The fans chant USA, and she throws a fit, and you could hear her say "Ya ni mogu," or something like that, which Nikolai said means I can't. So thank you, Nikolai, for that. And then, of course, she does the obligatory, she tells the fans to shut up. And she says the real Americans are the real LOL moment. And then Jack Swagger's music hits, and he comes out walking with a mic. And I'm like, oh, fuck. Oh, shit. Here we go. And Swagger says, in America, what goes around comes around. You broke Zeb's leg, I'm going to snap your ankle. And he worked on that all day. So him and Rusev fight. Swagger gets the upper hand, slams Rusev on the barricade. Rusev sells the ankle, and Swagger puts the ankle lock on Rusev. Referees run down to break them up and hold Swagger back so Swagger can lose on Sunday as they continue to build Rusev to feed him to Cena. Yeah. I don't think anybody gives a fuck on this panel about Swagger and Rusev. You guys ready for this? Well, no, I told you off the air. I didn't tell Lyrical yet, though. You probably saw it on Twitter, because I put it out on Twitter. In the second hour, no, I did already say that on the panel. Never mind. In the second hour, 2 minutes and 3 seconds of wrestling, of in-ring, actual match wrestling. 2 minutes and 3 seconds in the entire second hour. Yep. I had one guy who tweeted me, it was 2 minutes and 5 seconds. I'm like, okay. You know? All right, so let's get to the final hour, because this is... So we get Ryback and the Usos against Kane, Damien Mizdow, and The Miz. What was that Punk said about Ryback?
He's hurty. Hurty. H-U-R-T-Y. Hurty.
Of course, Mizdow was the most over wrestler in the match. He is pretty much every time he's out there. The announcers talked about virtually nothing of importance with Seth Green. An LOL moment in the match was when Mizdow was mirroring The Miz taking a suplex. What the fuck? And then he mirrored being thrown out of the ring. We get a commercial break. We come back from the commercial break, and lo and behold, Kane has him in a headlock. Kane has the upper hand on Jey Uso after the break, and we get a replay of Ryback giving The Miz a delayed vertical suplex, and Mizdow is outside the ring doing a handstand imitating that motherfucker, man. Oh, man. Oh.
That was the most entertaining shit of the night right there.
It was. We get a hot tag to Feed Me Roids, and it becomes a free-for-all. The Usos super kick Kane, and we get the quote-unquote flying Uso model spot.
Who are you making fun of with that voice?
I don't know. JBL. But Miz and Jimmy end up in the ring together.
Because he has a southern accent?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going
I
with
just
this.
thought about that.
Moving on.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. But apparently there was that one night. But Miz pulls the rope down. Jimmy goes over the top rope to the floor. Ryback hits his meat hook clothesline on Miz. Shell-shocked finisher, and the babyfaces win. And I have a feeling that now Ryback is going to get pushed even more out of spite. But after the match, the Usos held Seth Green up on their shoulders as Ryback chanted this amazingly intelligent catchphrase that feed me more.
Dumb as fuck. Dumb.
Yeah, exactly. Before the commercial, 4 minutes and 16 seconds of wrestling, in total 6:53. Didn't really care about this match. Anybody care about this match?
Sandow suplexing himself, that was enough for me.
Yeah, I mean, that was good. But other than that, it was like...
I was tweeting about it, and people weren't watching the show. They were like, wait a minute, how did he suplex himself? How is that possible? I'm like, it's possible. I guess people would just have to see it. But that was hilarious. I mean, in the way that the Uso looked over to him, like, wait a minute, is this dude really about to suplex himself? And then he looked over to Sandow just as a cue so that they could be completely synchronized, so that he could suplex Miz and he could suplex himself with, in sync, perfectly in sync.
By the way, one guy in the comments translated what I said as being 2 minutes and 3 seconds of wrestling through 2 hours. No, it was just the second hour of Raw. They had 2 minutes and 3 seconds. The first hour had, what was the exact number? 9 minutes, 49 seconds in the first hour. So, yeah. You had about 12 minutes of wrestling so far through 2 hours.
I'm going to have to start agreeing with Vince when he calls it sports entertainment then.
It is. He's technically right.
Yeah, it is not a wrestling show.
No. So next, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, one of my favorites of all time, man. It's always cool to see Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, man. He presents the WWE Match of the Year Slammy Award, which who better to present it than him, considering WrestleMania 3, as epic matches he had with Flair. I love the fact that he brought up Flair.
Yep, because
those were not WWF matches.
Exactly. Yep.
So the nominees were Daniel Bryan against Orton against Batista from WrestleMania 30, great match. John Cena versus Bray Wyatt, Payback, Burial. Fuck that match. The Shield against Evolution at Extreme Rules, loved that match. Team Cena versus Team Authority, Survivor Series. Did you see the look on Steamboat's face when he announced that the winner is Team Cena versus Team Authority? It's like, and the winner is Team Cena versus Team Authority. You know, what?
Bryan and Wyatt from Royal Rumble was not nominated.
Oh, that's Shield. Yeah.
Shield versus Wyatt was not nominated. Like, come on.
Yeah, they nominate and put over what they want to put over.
They had to get Cena something, right?
Dude, of all the nominations they had, besides the WrestleMania one, Final Battle last night I thought was a good, not great show, and I don't think any of those matches fucked with anything on Final Battle last night. Real talk.
Oh, shit.
That's how low the standard is in WWE.
I'm waiting for MG to chime in here.
I'm sure he probably thought it sucked, because my expectations are kind of low. So,
all right, so moving on. Dolph Ziggler comes out to accept the award, and Ziggler puts over Steamboat. He's like, Ricky Steamboat, everybody, you know. He says that moment at Survivor Series was one of the coolest moments that ever happened in his life, and he feels that they're going to build on that. He's alluding to he thinks he's getting a push. He brings up Sting coming out and says the reason that Ziggler was in that match was because of all the fans that have stood by him throughout all the years. I think you've got two perceptions of Ziggler. Well, maybe three. You've got one, he's not Cena. You know, like there's people that just, you know, they love cheering for the hero. And Cena's booked as the heroes. They're Cena fans, and they're in their own category. And then you've got the hardcore wrestling fans who I think are kind of split. I don't know. I haven't taken a scientific survey. I just guess 75 to 25. Got 75%, I would say, of hardcore fans that are like, fuck yeah, Ziggler's the man. He goes out there, puts on a good show. And then you got 25% who are, I know a couple people in particular, offline in real life, fuck that guy. He's a Shawn Michaels wannabe. He just flops around like a fish. You know, that's their perception. But he has had a lot of support. When you think about the way he's been booked, his fans have stuck with him. So, and then he says the award belongs to the fans. So babyface type acceptance speech, to be expected. So in that sense, guys, not necessarily the match that any of us would go, yeah, that was the match of the year. But hey, Ziggler's getting some shine now. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That was the redeeming. Yeah, that was the redeeming part of this whole thing. Ziggler got to get up there and give a speech, which was pretty much a shoot. If you really listen between the lines, that was a shoot.
Work shoot, yeah.
Yeah. Like, hey, you guys supported me. That's why I'm here. That's true. Because if they didn't.
Yeah, like one guy already left a comment that said, fuck Dolph Ziggler, he sells like a moron. Yeah, I mean, guys, it's a matter of taste. There's no right or wrong answer. I like Ziggler. Someone doesn't like Ziggler? Okay. Yeah, no big deal.
I mean, he already has to have that name, which I guess we've obviously gotten used to now. But I remember when I first heard this name, I was like, well, that guy's not going to make it. As soon as they changed his name, because he was Nick on the Spirit Squad. Nicky. That was even where he was Nicky. I thought the other guy was going to get the push that they got rid of. The guy who had the crazy leg drop. I thought that guy was Kenny. Yeah, I thought he was going to get the push.
Super talented.
Oh, yeah.
Very.
Might have been more just naturally talented than Ziggler is, honestly.
Yeah.
Oh, and by the way, just a random shout out, Shelton Benjamin's the man.
Oh, yeah.
He hasn't been around the E for a long time, so like a lot of the viewers don't realize how much I think most of us were huge fans of Shelton Benjamin. Those fucking...
And if you know the story, you can thank Brock Lesnar for Shelton Benjamin.
Well, those WrestleMania matches. Remember the way he used to run up the ladder, though?
Yeah.
Love that stuff.
He's the Mr. Money in the Bank that didn't win it.
Yep.
Somebody tweeted him, why isn't he back in the E? And he was like, so you can see bunnies. So you can see dancing bunnies.
That's that was a shout out. Yeah, because to me, he's like, I'm not there, so you can have more time to watch Dancing Bunnies, to paraphrase.
Because Shelton Benjamin was to those Money in the Bank matches as Kofi Kingston is to Royal Rumbles.
Absolutely.
Because Kofi Kingston always has that one memorable spot every single year. And he always comes up with something that you didn't see the year before every single year. And Shelton would do the same thing.
And now he's in a cult.
Yep.
Next we get AJ Lee against Summer Rae. Oh my gosh. Did you get the license plate? Summer Rae pats AJ Lee on the head before the match, like right as the match is starting, and then she pushes her down and she acts jealous about AJ Lee being Diva of the Year. I suspect that's where they're going to go with that. And then Summer Rae takes the early advantage, gets a couple 2 counts. AJ Lee ends up applying the Black Widow on Summer Rae, and Summer Rae taps out. Pretty quick match, 2 minutes, 19 seconds. Done. Thoughts?
Summer Rae was on the show? I thought... Well, I remember this match with AJ Lee going against Destro, but I don't remember Summer Rae. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna have to rewind my computer. I didn't. Oh, okay.
I don't know why they decided to put these Divas matches up there. They know they don't give a shit about Divas.
Chris Stewart wants us to describe how to subscribe to the website step by step. No. I think that, then you figure it out. You know what I mean? You're not trying to come up with, I'm not asking you to define the theory of relativity here. So we get the WWE Extreme Moment of the Year presented by RVD in a tux.
That one threw me completely off.
Yeah, I think that should have probably won the Slammy. And by the way, hey dude,
I was just back there smoking with Randy
before you came on the stage.
I was just backstage with Randy Orton.
Yeah. Oh man.
We were in the parking lot.
Oh man. Wow.
Dude.
Bro. So the nominees were Brock Lesnar destroying John Cena. Yes. Yes.
You don't have to name anymore.
No.
Exactly.
No.
That's what the same thing I thought. That was it.
Moment of the decade. Kane takes Daniel Bryan apart. You remember when they had to write Daniel Bryan off?
Yeah.
Jericho diving off the stage onto Bray Wyatt. Rollins curb stomping Dean Ambrose through cinder blocks. So I'm thinking, this is definitely going to Brock or Rollins. And then I remembered, oh yeah, they're heels. So they gave it to Chris Jericho doing the crossbody off the top of the cage, which was a pretty cool moment. But didn't, my memory serves me correct, didn't Cody Rhodes do a moonsault off the top of the cage this year?
At Madison Square Garden. Yeah,
Oh, we were supposed to forget that though.
of course.
I'm happy Jericho got it though. They probably did that to throw him a bone. Little plug for Jericho because they're apparently partnering up with him and his podcast now too. So
let me throw in something that I'm sure a lot of people missed it. But right after that, they had one of those Mick Foley segments where he was Santa and his daughter was the Santa helper.
Yeah.
And he was talking about this replica Slammy. Then he gave it to his daughter. He said, "Yeah, mail that off to Al in Lima, Ohio. He's always wanted one of these." He's talking about Al Snow. I think a lot of people didn't catch it. And you know how him and Al Snow always like rib each other. And
Yep.
so a lot of people that just wanted to point that out.
And by the way, Al Snow was waiting backstage with his gear on. Just in case he had to do it right.
Have you seen Al Snow lately?
He's jacked.
The dude looks like Brock physique-wise.
Yeah, he ran out on it. There was a TNA episode where I think it was Tommy Dreamer was getting attacked.
Yeah, it was the last episode.
It was, and all of a sudden, here comes Al Snow running down to the ring.
That's Al Snow? I'm like, holy fuck.
In full ring gear, though. Think about the logic with that. He hasn't wrestled on TNA in a
He's
long
back
time.
there ready.
And all of a sudden, he just comes on full ring gear. You know, they tell you to keep your gear packed just in case.
Dude, I've been watching him wrestle on indie shows for years. So doesn't surprise me. He's been wrestling in the indies, at least around where I live, for years. I don't know about anywhere else.
But if you were TNA and you're booking that spot, you have him run out in street clothes because it looks weird. He's just waiting backstage in his ring gear, you know. Come on.
Yeah, that's.
I guess maybe Al Snow could make that his gimmick, that he's always in ring gear. Yeah, you know. He's always ready.
Like he's got the hardcore title, like the Crash Hollywood.
Yeah. I actually miss that hardcore title.
I do.
I miss the spontaneity to it.
I was about to say, because it was always it could just happen at any moment, like a hardcore title defense, and then it could happen 5 or 6 times in one episode.
Yep.
Gosh, I miss when booking was actually good.
It was WrestleMania. Gosh,
18,
we talked about this match on the
17.
website.
No, it wasn't 17. Might have been 16.
Where it changed hands like 12 times in one match or something.
Yeah, it had to be. It wasn't 17. It might have been 16.
Moving on.
I'll go back and do research on that.
Yeah, I just refresh your memory. Fandango ends up coming out to steal Chris Jericho's Slammy with Rosa Mendez. So he takes his Slammy and says he beat Jericho at WrestleMania in his debut match, and you will never forget the name, Fandango. And I'm just saying to myself, okay. Little Val Venus.
Oh, dust.
Yeah, it's basically the same thing, and a little Val Venus in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Rosa Mendez is getting it done, though. All right, you brought up the Mick Foley thing, so we'll go over that. It was nothing. He just plugged the network, basically. And then Renee Young interviews The Big Show. He talked about being focused and rambled on about the WWE Universe calling him a traitor, blah, 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 blah. Fuck it. Moving on. Who cares what he said? And then we get a Slammy Award for the Double Cross of the Year. Seth Rollins portrays the Shield. Animal of the Year, The Bunny. Best Actor, The Rock. Animal of the... Hold on, wait a minute. I just kind of glossed over that. Animal of the Year.
Oh God.
No, think about that. Fucking Animal of the Year. What if they make this a yearly thing? All of a sudden, Vince comes out. Well, we have a big announcement next week, WWE Universe, about the Hall of Fame, and yeah, no chance. And he comes out to the ring. Yeah, we're adding a animal wing to the Hall of Fame, and the first entry, Mantar. You know, and what? What?
It's gotta be the stupidest shit ever, man.
You guys remember that?
You know what? They might really do that shit because they might put in Damien. They might put in Lucifer. Remember his other snake, Lucifer. They might put in Coco Beware's bird, Frankie. You can go and get Ricky the Dragon Steamboat's dragon.
The Godly
You can go
Gooker.
and-
Oh, the Godly Gooker's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
You can put in the British Bulldog's dog, Matilda.
Matilda.
Well, they might actually really do that shit, dude. Scary. It's scary, dude. That shit might really happen.
Enough talking about the animals. Fuck it.
Oh,
NXT Superstar of the Year went to Sami Zayn. Mad genius.
He's winning on Thursday.
Oh yeah, I think he is too. And then the anti-gravity moment of the year was Seth Rollins diving off the balcony. I agree with that 100%. I liked that. Even though I think Cody Rhodes not getting a mention for trying to one-up Kurt Angle, because that's what he did. Kurt Angle did a moonsault off a cage. And you know Kurt Angle can't just do a moonsault. He's got to jump up in the sky when he does his moonsaults. And then all of a sudden you see Cody Rhodes do the same thing. Cody Rhodes deserves a mention for that. You fucking kill yourself with that, you know? But then Booker T came out. Cool to see Booker T. Always been a Booker T fan, dating way back to his days wrestling on ESPN. But he presented the WWE Slammy Award for the Superstar of the Year, and the nominees were, you know what, I should do a drum roll with this one, because here comes the debate. Brock Lesnar. Okay, no comment from Jay. Dean
Better
Ambrose.
win.
Right,
Better win.
We'll see. Okay. Dean
Yeah,
Ambrose.
I already know who won. This is all fucking retarded.
All right. Daniel Bryan. Roman
He
Reigns.
sucks. He's okay.
Bray Wyatt.
Sucks.
John Cena. Garbage.
Sucks.
Yeah. Seth Rollins.
He's alright.
He's all right, yeah. Booker T announced that the Superstar of the Year was Roman Reigns. Why did I put the laugh track in there? Because I know that pisses Mad Genius the fuck off. But hold on, Mad Genius.
No, it don't piss me
Well,
off.
hold on.
It just validated me. I don't give a fuck.
Well, that it did. But so Roman Reigns comes out, gets a pretty good pop. It was definitely a high-pitched pop, aka kids and women. And then he says, this isn't satellite, this is the real deal here. I don't give a fuck, man. You guys can disagree with me all you want. He's gotten better at talking. That dude, for only doing 3 sessions with him to try to improve his acting, I'm not saying it's good, but he has gotten more natural. He says, he holds up the Slammy Award and he says, this isn't the brass ring, but it's pretty damn good and he loves it. He says it's a step in the right direction. And speaking of steps, stepping up, he says, I don't care if it's John Cena, Brock Lesnar, The Rock, Triple H, or even Vince McMahon himself. If you're at the top of the stairs, I'm stepping up, and you can believe, MG, and you can believe that. Hey, he's gotten better. He has gotten better. I'm sorry.
Trash.
He's now trash.
Trash.
Who would you rather have, him on top right now or Cena?
Brock.
Cena.
Okay, Brock's
I'm waiting for this NXT special so I can see Kevin Owens and see what's up with that.
No, he'll never get that slot.
Bruce, give me one good reason why Brock wasn't.
Triple H likes him.
One good reason why Brock didn't win that award?
Yeah.
Because this is part of the push for Roman Reigns.
Well, yeah, that's the reason why. But logically, it should have. Well, yeah, I said logically. So
from a kayfabe
standpoint, right there, I said logically that ended everything. But just saying, logically, should have been Brock.
Okay, from a kayfabe standpoint, it should have been Brock because he broke the streak and won the title and destroyed Cena.
And Paul Heyman.
And not even from a kayfabe standpoint, because he's just better than all those guys.
And Paul Heyman's speech would have been epic.
Yes, that's not even a debate.
Well, yeah, I mean, I agree.
My client, Brock Lesnar. Wow, that would have been amazing.
I mean, I agree with where you're coming from with that, but I'm ready for Roman Reigns to come back, period. Because at least, see, this is the way I look at it with Roman Reigns. This is my thought process on it. They're clearly going with him. And
unfortunately.
I don't know if it's unfortunately.
But better him than Cena.
Well, that being said,
as long as he pushes Cena out, man.
I mean, at the expense of Claudio, though. That's what I'm saying.
As long as Bruce, as long as you agree with me on the Brock part. That being said, I don't want to start that debate because I want you and Mad Genius to have the debate that's supposed to be happening right now. Because Roman Reigns did deserve, outside of Brock, did deserve to be Superstar of the Year. So, just saying.
I mean, it makes sense. He's the guy that they're looking to market as their next top guy.
I mean, obviously, he's better than those shitty New Japan Pro Wrestling guys. It's better than those guys.
Uh-oh.
Y'all are just really trying to get MG going, aren't you?
No, this is fine. I'm glad Roman Reigns won it because now people will get a chance to see my point. John Cena 2.0, the Roman Empire that Vince has erected, pun intended, is about to begin.
Okay, timeout. To be a John Cena 2.0, he has to be shoved down our throats for 10 years.
Bro, out of all the people in the category, nobody deserved it less. Well, nobody deserved it less than Roman Reigns except Cena. He even beat out Cena for the award. Like it was stacked technically. Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan, fucking John Cena. Technically, this was a stacked fucking category, and he won. And he's had like 2 singles matches the entire year.
All right, I can't argue that. But
bro, this is great. This is fucking hilarious, bro.
Okay, here's my, I'm gonna sell the Roman Reigns thing. Okay, I'm gonna do my best. All right. Let me go into my Barack Obama. Okay.
There we go.
There we go.
Don't forget to nod. Yeah, use your hand like that.
What we have is a failure to understand. No. First of all, we've got Cena, who's been in this spot forever. So there isn't a wrestler, well, aside from like Adam Estrogen or someone like that, that I can't stand as much as John Cena. I'm done. I've been done with him since day one. They're actually lucky I'm still around watching this fucking crap. But, and I'm only one guy. You know, we're a piece of sand on the beach to them. But anything to knock that motherfucker out of that spot within a reason, do it. That's step one. Knock him out of that fucking spot. You know they weren't going to do that with Daniel Bryan. That was a temporary thing. Roman Reigns takes that spot. Right? Is he Eddie? Is he CM Punk? Is he Stone Cold? Is he The Rock? Is he Macho Man Randy Savage? Is he any of a myriad of legends that you want to name? Is he even Bobby Roode? No. But better than Cena. A lot cooler than Cena.
I don't use the better than Cena theory.
He is fucking better than Cena, dude.
No, I don't use that theory though.
Yeah, but
because
that's not the end of
Roman
the theory.
Reigns, like,
that's not the end of the theory. So then they put him in that spot, and let's say it gets ridiculous because you got to see it, and plus he's injury prone. Let's not
Yeah,
forget
so was
that.
Cena. That didn't stop them.
Well, no, but he is seriously injury prone.
So was Cena.
Not as much as Roman Reigns. Look at all these fucking injuries this guy's had.
Yeah, but he usually gets like little cuts and bruises. That ain't nothing.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. But then he's there. Okay, let's say a year after he's been there, it's like, holy fucking shit, this shit's getting redundant. You know, this shit's getting redundant. Hold the plug on it. When we get to that point, I'm on board with you. But in the process of getting to that point, we could see someone dethrone fucking Cena. I can't stand Cena. Push Roman Reigns. He's the fucking man. I want Roman Reigns to be pushed because I want Cena out of there. All right? And then in a year, if it's gotten old and they're not doing a rotation and it
was getting old before he got hurt.
I don't think so.
The fans were starting to reject them.
That's fine.
Already.
The fucking fans reject Brock Lesnar for an extreme.
Yeah, but Brock Lesnar is for a different reason, though.
Yes, that's fine. I'm pulling for Roman Reigns.
No, it's not. They boo Reigns. All those idiots boo Roman Reigns because they're not. He's not one of those indie guys that had to work his ass off to get to where he is. That's the only reason, because they feel like he's getting shit handed to him. I don't really give a fuck.
No. They boo Brock Lesnar because he's
no, I didn't say
all of that bullshit.
That's not
Roman Reigns. They were getting tired of Roman Reigns.
That's what
they've seen the booking a million miles away. The dude hasn't even lost a match.
They're mad he's going to get shoved down their throats because they want some indie little fuckboy to get pushed like Daniel Bryan. That's why.
No, it's not even just that. They don't want somebody getting shoved down their throats. I mean, even the Daniel Bryan thing at one point got redundant.
Okay, when Andre the Giant went on that long, it was partially kayfabe, win streak where he didn't lose, and Grits is on the panel. He'll remember that. Where Andre the Giant didn't lose, was he being booked like Cena?
No, but that was a different time. That's a different time.
It's because he wasn't the top fucking guy. Dude, Roman Reigns is not the top guy. So, yes, he's been protected, but he hasn't been the top guy. He's not the top guy till he's the top guy.
Okay.
So there's no comparison to Cena.
15 years.
I have yet to be wrong about Roman Reigns. Yet.
I'm not saying in a year I won't be
he's
sick
not going to
of it,
get better in the ring, and you're going to get disappointed.
I will unequivocally take him over Cena right fucking now.
Oh, I don't care about taking him over Cena. Like to me that's settling.
Dude,
to me that's settling. Like I
the Young Bucks are not going to be WWE co-champions.
I don't care if they're champions or not, but I don't have to settle. You're settling.
I'm not. No.
Anybody but Cena, that's settling.
No. You know for a fact that there's other guys that would like to see in that spot. I think Adrian Neville is champion. You fucking market him as this crazy super athlete. You know, I think it would work. And sports fans would be like, holy fuck, this guy's just ridiculous. But you'd have issues with his promos and things like that. But I understand. I am saying that within the parameters of what they're going to do, not necessarily what I individually would want, I am accepting that. It's like, yes, that's better than what we fucking have. But I'm not saying it's the best that they could do. There's a difference. The best they could do is a fucking rotation. Yeah, where you don't know who's going to be the top guy at any
I'm not accepting it, though. I mean, Jay said it earlier, and I said this a year ago. I will not be a fan of WWE until their booking changes.
Well, I understand
that. That's the main problem. And once Roman Reigns gets into that number one spot, or whoever gets into that number one spot, the booking's going to be shitty. On top of that, I don't like Reigns.
Yo, MG.
Yo.
Get him, Grits.
The Green Ranger's getting beat the shit out of CM Punk, man.
Hell yeah, he is. I'm mad. I'm mad.
All right. But no.
Hey, you know what? I'm already working on a video. Believe me. I'm just gonna say that. I'm working on a video.
And he's already had a couple of fights.
I watched all the Green Rangers fights. I've already dissected how to beat the Green Ranger.
Yeah. But
yeah,
on this,
legit, no joke. When you see the video, it'll make sense. But all right, go ahead, y'all.
But on this anything but Cena topic, Yeah, we should have a rotation by this point because I don't see any direction with all the booking that's going on lately. What I see is another triumphant Cena come WrestleMania 31.
Okay,
That's
the
what
Cena
it
thing
looks
is
like to me.
Grits.
Mania 31. It's over for Cena. In all honesty, it's over. It's Reigns.
Grits.
think so?
Grits, you think
Yeah.
Roman Reigns is cool?
Enough, yes.
Okay,
Yes.
I agree. I agree. There's a
That
cool
answer
factor
right
to
there.
it.
Enough.
There's a cool factor.
That
to it.
word right
And
there.
by the way,
Enough.
By
He
the
didn't
way,
say yeah. He said enough.
I still have my man card. Okay. Liking Roman Reigns is not going to cause me to turn this in, for the record.
No, but you know, listen, I understand where MG is coming from, but there's
I
also
totally do, too.
as far as in the ring, no, he's not exactly what I want to see. But also to his defense, he's watered down. He's not allowed to be as much
Bro, he
as
hates
himself.
Bro, I've been watching Roman Reigns
listen,
since
listen,
010, bro. Since 010. He is the exact
listen.
same wrestler he was 4 years ago.
Wait, I'm not talking about in the ring. Listen, I'm talking about personalities-wise. He's watered down.
He has no personality. Have you ever heard the guy in an interview?
Yes,
Bro, he has no personality, bro.
All right, listen.
Okay, I fucking hate
Wait,
Sports
Bruce.
Nation. You're going to tell me that he didn't seem relaxed and laid back until he was Sports Nation.
Bruce,
Bruce,
what MG doesn't understand is he's following the recipe from Vince's cookbook.
Yeah.
You do this when you're outside. You understand? Like, they want you to do things a certain way, even when you're not on their programming, man. And he wants to get to the top of that ladder, so he's gonna fucking do it that way.
He's playing ball.
You know what I'm saying?
Rich, he's playing ball.
That's it.
He's playing their
And
ball.
I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that, nor do I agree with that. But I do see it.
He's the anti-CM Punk in that sense.
No, I'm not saying I don't
CM
get
Punk isn't going to play fine ball.
I get why he's doing it, but I'm not supporting it.
No, I don't support it, but I understand why he's doing it.
I think me and Jay are the only ones on the panel that look forward to that day where he gets the Cena booking. Because it's, first of all, someone other than Cena.
I don't give a fuck if somebody gets pushed down your throat. Who fucking cares if somebody gets pushed down your throat? You know how many fucking stars from the past technically were pushed down their throats, but we fucking loved it because they were the fucking man? Not saying that that's going to be Roman Reigns, but we don't know yet. If technically Stone Cold Steve Austin was shoved down our throats, technically. Technically, The Rock was. Brock was definitely shoved down our throats.
Disagree. I disagree. Here's why I disagree, Jay, if I could interrupt. I disagree because their hand was forced. They had no fucking choice.
I'm talking about once he got to a certain point. They weren't going to stop booking him, regardless if people liked him or not.
And
honestly.
I disagree on Stone Cold. You saw my Stone Cold article in VIP video. They stopped doing that.
Yeah. As far as Brock goes too, they did the same shit. You know, they made him literally unbeatable when he came in his first time around. Think about it. Yeah, because he's a fucking beast. But I'm just saying, I don't care if somebody gets shoved down my throat or not. As far as somebody taking over Cena's spot, for sure.
Mad Genius would have. Mad Genius, if he was older, Grits, he would have hated Goldberg.
Yeah, he would have.
He would have fucking.
I think he still does.
Goldberg. No, he doesn't.
No.
He likes Goldberg. He would have hated Goldberg in the 90s.
But Goldberg was supremely more talented.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, he was.
Supremely more.
I don't know about supremely. He was pretty damn fucking green.
Green in that sense, yeah, but he was number one. He was innovative, something that Reigns is nowhere near.
I
think he was a better.
Okay, there you go again.
He was a better athlete than Reigns.
Are they letting him? And I disagree with that too because you've seen him add moves that you don't want to give him credit for.
What moves? A suplex? A vertical suplex? Don't tell me he's adding moves and you're talking about a vertical suplex.
I'll take a
Listen,
vertical
he's got to take away that Mortal Kombat outfit, man. I know the new game is coming out. I don't know. This is looking like Sub-Zero out there. He got some motherfucking
Finisher.
Timberlands on. Yeah. He got the Timberlands on. Get rid of this.
And this just doesn't apply for me with the E. Like, ROH was shoving Elgin down people's throats. I fucking hated it. New Japan has been shoving Tanahashi down people's throats. Tanahashi's debatably a top 10 worker of all time, but I'm sick of seeing him as the champion at this point. Like, it's not just the WWE thing.
Okay, WWE thinks he's their fucking Jack Bauer. Go with it. And then, me personally, I'm not sick of Reigns yet. If I get sick of Reigns, I'll say it. I'm not sick of that.
I'm tired
Okay.
of punch flipski, punch kick,
Okay,
punch
okay,
kick
give me his
spear.
big wins this year. List off Roman Reigns' big wins this year.
He's had 2
Orton.
matches.
Right, he's had like 2 matches.
That's what I'm saying. How is he being shoved down our fucking throats? He hasn't had any
He hasn't been
main
far more
spotlight
protected
wins.
He's been far more protected than Cena. Notice in the video highlights when they showed the Shield versus the Evolution, they didn't show shit with Reigns except the spear because he ain't doing shit.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, Phil, when you go out there in that
Make Reigns
3-on-1
look good.
match against the Shield, make sure you make Roman look strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to make him look real strong. You're going to win. You're going to go over now, Phil. You're going to go over. But you got to make Roman look real strong. Okay? We don't care about the other two. Just make Roman look real good out there, okay?
And let me
His
tell
hair
you.
flip when he does his punch, kick, punch. Make him look good, Phil. Yeah.
Listen, if Paige gave me the chance, she would love having me shoved down her throat. I'm telling you, she'd be making me steak-em sandwiches and the whole 9, all types.
Not the steakums, bro.
Listen, that's fine. I'll be eating that ass and having me a manwich meal. You think I'm playing? But
Okay, can anybody on the panel right now say that Roman Reigns carries himself like a bitch?
No, I agree with you on this one.
Okay, all right. Well,
That's
he's
not my
got something
problem.
there.
That's not my problem. No.
Your
Never-
problem is he
Boys
doesn't
being
do a
shoved
450
down our throat.
splash.
He's got that Kevin Nash kind of vibe, except with talent. Some talent.
Oh, he's a better in-ring worker than Nash was, but he doesn't have the
course.
swagger that Nash did.
no.
And
Yeah,
Nash,
I'm saying,
Nash
I'm
was
just
better.
saying he just has that kind of. I just kind of get that kind of energy from him. Like he's kind of got that Nash kind of, like kind of like too cool for school. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, oh yeah, definitely.
He's got to be able to channel that correctly.
Definitely.
And real quick, speaking about Kevin Nash, let me tell y'all motherfuckers something about the clique. Scott Hall brought that whole fucking group its legitimacy, man. Scott Hall was that word that I won't say on the fucking review. Scott Hall was that. He's the motherfucker who, all right, that whole shit around Scott Hall made it work. He was that motherfucker. Listen, I don't want to get too. He caught a body, man. He didn't do time for it or whatever. He got off. It was self-defense. But he was that motherfucker. Yeah, that when the shit hit the fan, trust me, Scott Hall was in it to win it.
Scott Hall.
And if y'all ever seen him in the AWA, when he was in early WCW, what the fuck was in the Diamond Studs?
Stud.
Shit
Oh,
like
yeah,
that?
he was
Yeah,
Diamond
this
Stud.
motherfucker.
Yeah.
DDP was his manager.
Yeah, man, trust me. Like, he brought legitimacy to that. So some of that rubbed off on Kevin Nash. You know
And
what
the
I'm saying?
dude could work.
Yes, Roman Reigns hasn't had that luxury to be around someone who he could soak it in from like that.
That's true.
Listen, those 3 guys, the Shield was thrust into the WWE spotlight probably during the worst time. When you had Daniel Bryan on the rise, you had Punk about to leave, and you had them fucking in the mid card for 2 fucking years when everybody wanted to see them boosted. Then you go and break them up, which to me was unnecessary. They bring around fucking hot tag teams and build them up and then break them up, which like you can see the booking from a million miles away. You know what I'm saying? Who can these guys fucking learn from? Who's there nowadays? They don't even use managers in that capacity. Like even back in the day, you had fucking Freddie Blassie or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Schooling these boys. They don't have that nowadays. So who the fuck can these young cats really get that from, man? And it's a shame. It's a fucking shame.
Yeah, the original plan allegedly was for Punk because Punk came up with the Shield allegedly, according to Punk. And nobody has debated that. You notice nobody.
Great point.
And
point.
Punk thought that he and Paul Heyman were going to be those dudes because, of course, Punk wanted Chris Hero, and his idea was like, okay, me, Hero, and Heyman, we can help out Tyler Black. And Ambrose. We can help those two down. John Moxley and Ambrose. I'm confused at who's who now. They call him Ambrose now. Okay. But yeah, that was the idea. But once again, it's that fucking short-term ass booking that they have. They don't have any long-term plans for anything in this fucking company. That's what the problem is. So many ideas starting out so good.
No,
Just like I've been
long-term
trying to do a
plan
lot
is
of
Roman Reigns.
research. I've been trying to do a lot of research to even find out who came up with the Nexus, because they left so much money with that situation.
But that's a great point you just brought up, which coincides with what I was talking about.
Yeah.
These fucking guys, they're almost learning on the fly, man. And they got to learn it on their own, or they got to learn it from fuckboy redneck cunts like P.S. Michael Hayes, who are going to teach you how to do it the Vince way. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because those guys, like you just said, Michael B.S. Hayes, these guys have agendas, and then they're fucking cronies. And they're like, oh, this is what Vince wants. Oh, yeah, I'm going to look good to Vince. I'm going to tell him to do this, that, and the third. And,
yeah, it's ironic that place is filled with a bunch of yes men, and Daniel Bryan isn't one of them.
So they weren't even supposed to fucking bring up Liaki, now known as Roman Reigns and shit, but they bring up the great Liaki and change his name to Roman Reigns. And
they changed his name to Reigns before he even came up to the main roster.
That's right, they did.
When he got back from his knee.
Because he was originally Roman Liaki. It was originally Roman Liaki, then it went to Roman Reigns, and yeah. I'm sure at some point he's just going to be Reigns or just Roman. They're on this whole single name thing for some reason now.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I think he's still going to get better. You've seen a marked improvement.
I hope so, Bruce.
You've seen marked improvement with him, and every week we'd come on here and I'd say, yeah, I'm for them pushing Reigns, but his promos suck. Remember, I always made fun of him. And I think that you can see improvement from those 3 days.
His promos are getting better.
Yes.
Got to admit that.
Yes. They're still not perfect, but he's showing more personality and accentuating his words with his body language. And there's things that he's doing, the whole head bob thing cracks me up.
I think that he can cut a promo. I think it's just a comfortability factor. Like what
it is. He's got to get comfortable. I think there's a form of shyness with him. I think he's a little shy.
Yeah, because it's like when I hear him, like, well, there's elements there of like there's some wit and there's some confidence and all. I mean, he just has to get comfortable. That's all.
In the first week that Mad Genius admits he cut a good promo that week, my background will be a flock of crows. You hear that, MG? My background will be a flock because you got so mad at me for comparing him to Brett. You claimed I was comparing him to Brett, but I was using Brett as an example of someone who was not good at promos. That's why he wore sunglasses. And then he got good. Took years, but he got good.
Yeah, but Brett was a savage in the ring.
Of course.
Oh yeah.
Got you to admit that. I thought you didn't like Brett.
Education.
I don't, but I never denied that he wasn't a great worker.
That's true. You never did.
There was only one savage in the ring, brothers.
Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah. My voice.
You got that right. A little bit. Young bucks.
A little bit. Yeah. John Cena in the Big Show in the main event. I hope everyone noticed now that he was back in a one-on-one main event, the Cena sucks chants were back. Because he wasn't out there tagging with fan favorites as human shields anymore. There you go. Okay, let's go through the Cena botch list. How's that sound? His atrocious fucking Twinkie boy looking punches. I can't stand his kayfabe punches. They're terrible.
Check.
He made it blatantly obvious when he told Big Show to push him off so he could bump on his ass. Go back and look at it.
Calling spots, check.
Yep. The bump he took when he ran into Big Show was fucking laughable.
Check.
The kick Cena delivered to Big Show missed by a fucking country mile to set up the DDT.
Check, check.
Cena applied the worst sleeper hold in pro fucking wrestling history in this match.
That was probably... I thought the STF was bad.
This was worse.
This was actually a move he does worse than that.
It was absolutely worse. And by the way, you actually had Michael Pohl's stupid ass trying to claim that Cena had it locked in good. Go back and look at that fucking shit.
That was Vince in his. You know that was Vince in his headset.
All right, let me take a. I've got a message for Michael Cole. Go suck cock on a roller coaster, motherfucker. Had it locked in good.
Huh. And you know what? Let's call that shit the creeper hole, because it looked like a nasty old pervert trying to rub up on the next man.
I mean, his arms weren't even close to being locked. So sure enough, the superhero, the same old stale motherfucker, picks up the Big Show, hits a standing fireman's carry. Oh, he's so strong, even though we've seen it 15, 20 times. And Seth Rollins runs out to cause the DQ.
Of course.
Or Cena would have won. So if you think wrestling is real, this is a real fight, yes, Cena would have won. It's okay, you can go to bed now. The match length was 5 minutes and 40 seconds.
And we have to point out the little kid who said very audibly, "Hey, John Cena, you stink."
Yes.
All over Twitter. The line is out there. It happened. Some little 4-year-old kid told John Cena that he sucked. There you have it.
Awesome. And by the way, on a positive note, wait, there is no positive note to the main event. So Seth Rollins, Jamie Noble, and Joey Mercury attack Cena. Noble and Mercury set Cena up for a head stomp where Rollins climbs the ladder and he teases head stomping Cena off the ladder. And Dolph Ziggler comes out. Ziggler pushes Rollins off the ladder. And then him and Cena take out Noble and Mercury. So Ziggler feeds into the knockout punch of the Big Show. And I've got a new nickname for John Cena that just kind of came to me tonight. You know, he's Fuckboy Buckethead, he's the shit factor of professional wrestling, but my new nickname for John Cena is the Botch Master. Fuck Shockmaster, he's the Botch Master. Go back and look at how he fed into the Big Show's KO punch. Who else caught that on the panel?
I had turned the show off by then.
He literally fucking turns around like he's supposed to feed into it. Like
he does always kind of lean into stuff like that crazy.
It looked horrible.
Sloppy.
He makes wrestling look so fucking fake. He does. Obviously, you know, actors doing their own stunt work is the way I prefer to describe it. But he makes it look inherently way more fake. So he clearly feeds into it like a jamoke, the Botch Master. Go look at this shit, dude. Go. It's fucking horrible.
Yeah, Cena just like overfeeds and does the loud spot calling. He
makes it. He makes the mockery of the business, and
his facial expressions, man on man, softcore porn.
Pretty much. I mean, he turned into it. He's like, "Come on, hit me," you know, like here I am. There was no like, you know, psychology to it. Like he's selling and kind of peeks to look at where he's at, and then okay, here it comes. You know, just here I am, hit me. Go look at that fucking shit. You'll see what I'm saying.
The complete opposite of the Adam Cole kendo shot to Jay Briscoe's head last night. Those of you that watched Final Battle last night know exactly what I'm talking about.
I'll be watching it probably tomorrow, hopefully.
Yeah.
To review for the site, but
and Jay Briscoe, before he received that shot to the head, said, "Come on, hit me, motherfucker."
Oh, that sounds like Jay Briscoe. Yeah.
Very Jay Briscoe-esque.
Here's where I think the disconnect is. Like someone like Taz, right? Taz was into judo. He was into MMA. He was all about trying to make his wrestling matches look like a fucking fight, like a mixed martial arts match, right? Brock Lesnar tries to do that shit to a certain degree. Undertaker started trying to do that. You know what I mean? Like there's guys who love fighting, they train to fight, and they get it. You know, as far as trying to make a wrestling match at least look somewhat believable to a certain degree. It's a pro wrestling match at the end of the day. But I think what John Cena knows is how to lift weights. You know? I think he knows how to lift weights, and he's really good at kissing ass. I don't think do you guys really think John Cena watches boxing or MMA? Does anyone here think that?
Hell no.
Do you think John Cena really watches sports unless he shows up at a game from Boston, at a Lakers game with a Kobe jersey on? You know, yeah, I'm sure you're making a lot of fans there in Boston. But this guy, I think that's where the fundamental disconnect comes from with him. It's not just his lack of agile athleticism, which, again, he does the leg drop well. Okay, he's good at lifting weights. I mean, the guy's obviously in phenomenal fucking shape. But it's also, as far as John Cena's built for show, he's not built for go. That's terminology that's often used in the gym. But I think also the disconnect with him not being a fight fan, not being, he's not one of those boys. You know what I'm saying? Like Savage, look at the way Macho Man Randy Savage threw fucking punches. Look at the way Jake the Snake threw punches. Look at the way Scott Hall threw punches. You could tell Scott Hall would fuck someone up if he landed a real right hand.
Those guys had the best working punches.
Ever.
Bobby Eaton, a lot of guys from back then.
And then you look at Cena and it's like, holy fucking shit, this guy he's either not trying or he doesn't know how to make this look good. You know what I mean? One or the other. So anyways, enough about Cena. Back to what happened here, and then I'm wrapping my end of this up.
Vader had a good working punch, but his working punch, I'm about to say his working punch borderline non-working punch.
Yeah. Well, you remember that match with Shamrock? Where, even as just a viewer, you knew that.
I saw that match again not too long ago.
Remember? And Shamrock was laying in punches and shit. Vader bails from the ring and didn't give a fuck if you heard him on the mic, on the camera. Too stiff, he says. I'm like, Vader's telling someone they're too stiff?
Yeah, I never cracked up.
Dude, Yeah. Shamrock's that dude. So we got the two guys take the knockout punch. Ziggler and Cena, and then Rowan runs down to attack the Big Show. Harper ends up attacking him from behind. They both send Rowan into the ring stairs. And then Rowan takes, it wasn't an elevated choke slam, but I'm sure that didn't feel good. Probably knocked the fucking wind out of him. Took a choke slam on the steel chairs, and then Ryback runs out. Get used to this.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, Ryback has gotten better. I give him his credit. He's not as... I wish he'd quit doing that fucking head smash thing. He does look so ridiculous. But, and by the way, Ryback said he's as athletic as Goldberg. Still waiting to see him do a cold standing backflip. Remember when Goldberg did that, though, and Bobby Heenan about lost his fucking shit on Nitro?
Man, Bobby Heenan spilled whatever he was drinking.
Yes, that was awesome.
Yeah.
But anyway, so... Ryback sends Big Show into the ring post, sets up his shell-shocked finisher on Luke Harper to put him through the table, and here comes Kane. So Kane cuts Ryback off, delivers some chair shots to his back, and they fight outside the ring. Big Show takes 2 super kicks from Ziggler and falls out of the ring. They really booked Ziggler to kick Big Show out of the ring with super kicks. That's kind of cool. So Harper attacks Ziggler from behind, and Harper puts Ziggler through the table face first. I'm sure that felt great. And then, of course, Cena, he takes the knockout punch, and all of a sudden, you don't see him. And the thing I hate about him is his lack of psychology. There's a lot of guys in that situation who would at least get in there and still kind of try to sell the physicality. He just runs in there and hits the AA. There's no psychology, man.
None.
It looks fake as fuck when Cena does anything, except for the leg drop. I'll give him the leg drop. He's got a couple moves here and there. Like, he takes a good DDT. So Cena delivers the AA, and then Rollins ends up delivering the curb stomp to fucking Cena. And Rollins, ever so thoughtfully, here we go with this again. They're going to be like, I knew he was going to bitch about the announce table. He ever so thoughtfully was nice enough to clean off the landing for Cena on the announce table. I'm going to bitch about that until they stop doing it, which may never happen. Think about this. You're someone who's not inherently going to put up with WWE and shit that you think looks fake. You want shit to at least be somewhat believable. And you turn it on and you're watching it and you're just checking it out and you're like, why is he clearing off the table if he's going to throw him on there? Wouldn't it hurt more? To just throw him on that shit? What the fuck would you do that for? You know what I mean? Like, they don't even think about that. Fucking Michael Cole, JBL, and Jerry Lawler have arms. Let them pull that fucking shit out of the way. Like, oh, he's gonna throw him through the table. Michael, grab that monitor. How hard is that? But
all three of them have worked WrestleMania matches. They can clear tables.
They could clear a table. And it's something that's bothered me for years. I'm not just trying to nitpick. It's something that's bothered me for years. I'm just like, what's so fucking stupid? Why would you clear the fucking table? But he starts, Rollins starts yelling at Cena that he's part of the past, and he's going to make an example out of him, and he powerbombs Cena through the table. So that's how it all ended. We got 14 minutes and 52 seconds of wrestling in the final hour. As a whole with this show, you guys ready for this? You're going to fall out of your chairs. Yes, it's the Slammies, but they don't take very long to announce the Slammies. 26 minutes and 44 seconds of wrestling in a 193-minute show.
If I was in a chair, I would have fallen out of it. Yeah.
On a positive note, at TLC, we're going to get a lot of fucking action. I look forward to the damn pay-per-views. I wasn't looking forward to...
Wait, what's the main event on that pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's Rollins and Cena. You know what? I'm cheering for fucking Rollins. I've got something to cheer for in that match.
When's the next time Brock's coming back?
Royal Rumble.
Next
Royal
week,
Rumble.
Isn't he come?
Still think that he's going to lose that title?
On Raw next week. Spoiler alert. Sorry.
Still think he's going to lose that title?
I
John
think
Cena?
I'll get more into that when I do the TLC preview. But I think they're going to tip their hand on Sunday. I will say that.
He's not losing that belt to Cena.
I think they will tip their hand on Sunday. I think that's still out there as a possibility, Jay.
I think he'll have another match. I think he'll have another match with Cena, but he's not going to lose to Cena. If worst comes to worst, that briefcase is getting cashed in.
If what CM Punk said about Roman Reigns and making him look good is any indication, do you think they would rather feed Lesnar or Cena to him?
Lesnar.
Okay. Read into that what you want. But yeah, so I'm excited for TLC. So that's the positive. I've been trying to bring up positive notes throughout this. That's the positive. I'm looking forward to TLC. I will do a preview for TLC on the website, which I usually release Friday night into Saturday morning. And then I release it here on YouTube, so you guys have a pre-show for people who don't watch the WWE's pre-show. I'll release that on here on Sunday. And then we will review TLC on Sunday night. I'm looking forward to it. I'll get into more detail as to exactly what I'm looking forward to, but the thing I like about pay-per-views is the format. I love the fucking format of pay-per-views. I legitimately get optimistic for almost every WWE pay-per-view. Not like, oh my gosh, it's going to be great, but just in the sense that, again, on Raw tonight, 26 minutes and 44 seconds of wrestling in a 193-minute show. The rest was commercials, talking. There was some action in there other than the actual wrestling matches, which is always good. I kind of liked the way they ended the show. We're seeing it in Powerbomb through a table. Yeah. I liked that rapid-fire deal, even though it kind of felt Royal Rumble-ish to a certain degree. I liked it. You know, it was each guy attacking the guy they're going to face on Sunday, so it made sense. But yeah, I mean, overall, this show fucking sucked donkey balls. I give it a 4 out of 10. And I hope TLC exceeds my expectations. I'm going to go 4 out of 10. I think I'm kind of being generous with that 4 out of 10. So. Come join the website. Guys, take over.
All right, I'm going to do mine. Mine's going to be quick. 26 minutes of wrestling. Out of 10, 2.6 for 26 minutes of wrestling. There it is.
0 out of 0. This is one of the worst Raws in a long time. Well, last couple weeks have been pretty bad, but this one was just, there wasn't any wrestling on it. I can't give it anything higher than a 0.
This show doesn't deserve a rating. Doesn't get a rating from me. It's not. This show is not worthy of a rating. That for the record though, I never give ratings on this because I'm not really going to give a
You just come
pinpoint.
up with a new excuse each time to not give a rating.
Well, what I'm saying though is I have no reason to give a rating when I never watch. How could I give a rating on a show that I literally didn't watch from top to bottom? But the reason I didn't watch it is because WWE is just complete trash. So they don't even deserve a rating from me. They're not worthy of a rating. Fuck them.
I don't know. I don't know. Jay, what do you have to say to people who say you shouldn't be on the review because you didn't watch it?
I don't know. Were you saying I shouldn't be on the review 4 weeks ago and I was being super positive?
No.
Nope. So what? So now I shouldn't be on the reviews just for your own personal benefit because the show's got to be tailor-made just perfectly for you, and anything you don't like on the show, then they can't be part of it. So you have to make the rules of what can be on this review and what can't be on this review, even though all of us are just on here trying to speak our minds, regardless if you
And
like
have
our
fun.
opinions or not. Yeah, and have fun, whether you like our opinions or not. Too bad if you don't like my opinion, and too bad if you don't like that I'm negative. Do you think I care what you think? No. Do you think I'm talking to you and bitching at you about what you like and what you don't like? No. So too bad.
And in all honesty, we're all well aware that we don't expect people to agree with us.
Exactly,
You know what I mean?
Exactly, and nor do I care. So you might as well, whoever's in the comment section, well, whatever. If you wanna waste your time complaining about what you like not liking me, then go ahead. But whatever. You know what I mean, I don't really care whether you like me or not, and honestly, none of it really matters to me. I'm just down here for fun. I'm not gonna not like somebody or complain about somebody just because of an opinion on a YouTube about professional wrestling, which is not real in the first place.
Well, we should die because yeah.
This is not real life. This is just for fun. So
They won't
That's-
say it
that-
to the
that's
4-year-old
what I
that
have to
told
say.
John Cena he sucked.
All right. And
think,
someone in the
I
comments
think
said they were
for-
surprised I didn't bring up Taker's punches. I believe I did bring up Undertaker.
Those soup bones.
Didn't I? For trying to make his matches look more realistic? Yeah, I did.
Shout out to Karen for posting a meme of that weak ass sleeper hold.
Yep, the Botch Master.
Botch master.
The fucking Botch Master. Let's get that shit in rotation. John Cena is the Botch Master. You could do a really
WWE Films presents The Botch Master,
cool,
Starring John Sealing.
John Sealing. Imagine the videos that individuals could edit with Cena highlights, and you could have Sting, and here he is, like the Shockmaster scene, and then someone just does a voiceover like into their mic. Here he is, the Botch Master. And then you just cut to Cena clips. Yeah. It's going to be a shocking experience watching John Cena highlights of his botches. Wait, don't they already have a John Cena botch mix? It's called Botchamania, right?
They have a few out there.
Yeah, I'm going to guess they've done a couple, 100, 200, 300 videos. All right, we're going to get going. Let me plug everyone's stuff here. Calvin dropped off. Please go subscribe to him, Carolina Calvin on YouTube. Cool guy. We're good friends. Calvin's one of my good friends. And we got Jay at JohnJ06 on Twitter. If you tweet him hate, he will follow you. So if you want a free follower,
if you want, I'll put this out here because usually Drew says that you can follow me and I won't follow you back. I take that back and on one consideration. I will follow you. The first follower that goes to www.toppers.com and orders a large pizza for me and direct messages me. I will give you my actual address. Order me a pizza. I will follow you back. You got to do that. All right,
what? All right. And then you've got Lyrical. Check out his videos. He's got some WWE 2K15 videos on his channel. Just do a search for The Lob Mob, and you will find his channel. I've also, if you go to my channel on the right-hand side, you will see, if you're on desktop version, I don't know if it shows it on mobile, but on the right-hand side, you'll see Lob Mob, you'll see Carolina Calvin, and you'll see Mad Genius, Virtuoso Sports. Go check out Mad Genius's t-shirt store. Some cool shirts there. ProWrestlingTees.com/virtuososports. While you're on there, you can also check out other wrestlers' t-shirts. But support MG. Pick up a shirt if you've got it like that and you think something there is of your liking. Of course, his YouTube channel, Virtuoso Sports, and his Twitter, Virtuoso Sports. So we're going to wrap it up there. Come on over to BlitzSportsNetwork.com. Ad-free videos on BlitzSportsNetwork.com. No ads. Tons of shit. CM Punk, WWE, WCW, ECW, TNA, all kinds of shit on there. Past, present, future. You'll love it. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Had fun hanging out with you again this week. We'll be back Sunday night because there's no TNA yet. And I will post that TLC preview on Sunday during the day, so you can look for that too. But thank you all for your time. Hope you had a good time and at least enjoyed the video. But with that being said, we're getting the fuck out of here. We'll talk to you later.